she's like, I'm Harley Quinn. No one else can own that. And I'm like,
Really?
DC owns that.
yeah.
Exactly.
And Margot Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie definitely owned that. We're back live here from Cosmic-Con. We often tout on the cast that when we do these live events, anyone come by, sit down on the mics and talk to us. We have Megan and Alex here talking to us, and they are sitting down actually wearing a video game-related costumes from The Evil Within. Where does the love of gaming come from? How did you guys decide to go with Evil Within? Because that is, I mean, I'm a gamer, and I had to ask Tyler, wait, that was that game from last year? I play almost everything. Did you guys just love the game, or?
It was mainly my idea. I kind of pushed her to do it because she's not really a big horror fan, like, at all. Yeah. She can't stand horror movies. She can't stand gore. It's funny because she actually wants to go into, like, the medical field, kind of, so I find it weird.
And Megan, you hate gore and you're carrying an axe.
A bloodied axe, actually, yeah. Gore doesn't really bother me. This video game was actually really suspenseful, and I love zombie video games. Any type of... Oh.
No, you're fine. We have to tell everybody, so.
Any type of zombie video games, like Dying Light, what is it? There was another one.
Resident Evil. Dead Rising.
Dead Island.
I've played Dead Island, and then there was Last of Us. That was my favorite.
Are you looking forward to the sequel?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That looks amazing.
Because I think a lot of people consider The Last of Us the high watermark for the PlayStation 3 as far as games are concerned.
Do you think Wolverine from Logan looks like the main character from The Last of Us?
Have you guys seen that trailer yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually watched the playthrough. I should play games more, but I'm still, like, I'm more into, like, anime and stuff like that. I know, weeaboo, but, like,
Hey, man, I've seen, like, every anime almost ever.
Ever?
That's not true.
No, that's not true. I haven't seen a lot in the last, like, 2 years, but seriously, I don't know. Like, my favorite right now is, like, Shokugeki no Soma, Food Wars.
yeah,
I've heard of that.
That's a good one.
Yep. So I'm a huge anime fan. I started going, my first convention was Nandesu-Con up in Denver.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a huge anime fan.
You're welcome to ask anime questions. I can bow out here. I don't like anime at all, and it's not that I think it's bad. I'm just not into it.
Yeah,
Don't let 'em
only
say
for
that.
certain people.
Anime is awesome.
Yeah.
One Punch Man is one of my favorites.
So yeah, my friend tries to get him into One Punch Man.
You really need to lay off the alcohol today until we get done recording.
Only a few drinks so far. I've got many more coming.
Whatever helps.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys of the school of thought? Do you drink at cons, or are you like me, stay sober during the day and then drink after the con?
She doesn't drink, and
She's
I'm 18,
not of age. And I don't drink, yeah.
I'm sure if I was of age, I would probably drink at a con.
Thank you for telling Tyler that you're not of age. These are important things that the court requires.
She's 18. She's just not drinking age.
That's of age, Eric.
You would know, sir. What cons do you guys go to around here? Do you switch the costumes up? Is this your first time cosplaying?
This is my first time.
First time doing it?
Yeah, she's been in England and France. She's gone to the bigger ones, and she's met, like, different actors.
I've been to the one in London, which is huge. I've been to the one in Paris, which was awesome. There I went and met Andrew Scott, who is on Sherlock, and he plays Moriarty. And I got to take a picture with him and got his autograph. The otaku over there, he would like the fact that I met, I don't know his name, the guy who played Natsu from Fairy Tail, and he played one of the twins in Oran High. I've met him, like he was at the London Comic-Con, which was amazing. He was really, really nice. I wasn't able to, like, get an autograph, but he came through the entire line of fans before he left because he couldn't meet them all, and he talked to every single person to make sure that they at least had the experience of waiting there for him, and he was able to connect with them a little bit, so that was awesome.
That's really cool.
I find I'm very impressed by behavior like that. I know celebrities are regular people just like we are, but I find that they get some sort of license at a point to they can act however they want, and we're going to deal with it. I find the ones that do stay after and do hang out with their fans and do spend time to do that, I know I respect that a lot more than the ones that are there just to take your $30 and sign an autograph. So how do you get to London? Are you just independently wealthy? How do you? I mean, I know people that can't travel domestically to go to cons. How are you pulling this off at your
she's
age?
a billionaire.
Sickly rich. No, I was in the military, so I was over there stationed.
What branch?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Yeah, she's an airplane mechanic, so that is really cool. Rosie the Riveter right here.
Pretty much. I literally deal with rivets, and planes that falls out of the sky, I'm the one that puts it back together.
Like, when she came back, her upper arm was absolutely massive. I was just like, she just flexed, and I'm like, oh my god. I have, like, these tiny little noodle arms, and it's embarrassing.
How did you get into working on airplanes?
I thought about it, and they said a lot of females went into nursing and desk work, and I have to work with my hands. So I have to do stuff that's mechanical, and I love my job. It's dirty, it's involved, and I get to work on a bunch of different aircrafts, do a bunch of different things. I get to travel. Like, the military pays for that. So I've been to several different countries. Happy to be back in the States, though.
So you stationed here now?
Yeah.
I assume?
Yeah, now I'm stationed here.
And then what is that an average, like 3 years, and then they're going to ship you somewhere else? I grew up in a military house, so.
Well, I mean, I was over in England for 2 years, and then they shipped me here, so I'm going to finish my 4, and then I'm going to get out. Depending, they could send me to Korea for a year. That'll be fun.
So you're going to are you going to go into doing, I guess, mechanic work just outside of the military? Is that where your love is?
I do love doing it, but my love is like teaching. So I'll just become a teacher, and military will pay for my education, so I'll get a degree, and then I'll be able to teach.
You're very smart.
Haven't gone to college yet, though. Almost there.
Yeah, but you're getting it paid for. Most
yeah.
of us take out loans that we don't end up paying off until we're 39 years old, or maybe older at that point.
I have not gone to college either, but my co-host over here has a degree, but what he has a degree in, it's perfect. He uses it all the time.
Yeah, my English degree really is paying dividends for the rest of my life. I mean, it does get me job interviews, but it doesn't ever get me jobs. So it's a little bit different there. Did you guys do DCC this year?
No.
No.
This is I came.
Oh, sorry.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
This is my first conventions, but like.
This is your first convention?
Yeah.
Ever?
This is hers, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, congratulations. I hope many more. Are you having fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And her and I were planning on going and living over in Europe, like backpacking and stuff like that.
After I get out.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you guys are younger. You should do stuff like this now. One of my biggest regrets, and I'll tell you, I'm old. I'm 40.
That's
is not
old.
traveling.
That's not old.
Yeah, you know.
He missed a 0.
I did. I wish I would have traveled more, though. And Europe sounds amazing. Have you been all over Europe?
I've been to Italy. I've been to France. I've been to Spain. I've been to Scotland and England. I wish I would have gone more, traveled more, deployed over in Spain and France. But that was a vacation. Let's face it, that was a paid vacation.
So is it true what my Army and Marine buddies say? You're in the chair force?
Yes. No, totally. We don't have work. We're sitting on our phones. Yeah. So definitely.
Well, that's pretty exciting. Are you guys both gamers or just the horror games?
I love horror. I love horror. That's something that I've always had a passion for, as like with makeup and video games and like horror movies. I remember the first horror movie I ever saw was Silence of the Lambs, and I was just like, oh my god, I need more. And then it just became a weird obsession. But I do like to. I like variety in my games. I like really story-based games. I guess like one of the ones that I played recently was Life is Strange. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm about halfway through that, and
Yeah.
it's very intriguing.
Yeah, it is definitely with the whole time travel scenario, and just I like the way the mechanics work in that game. I like the characters. I like that you can choose like different paths. And Telltale's, that's like one of my favorite person who makes games. The Walking Dead games, I played all of them. They were absolutely phenomenal.
Have you did you play the new Telltale Batman?
Oh my god, I've been wanting to so
It's
badly.
so good.
She's going to help you out.
if you're a fan of Batman and you're a fan of the Telltale style of game,
I am.
I can highly recommend it to
I
you.
saw the trailer for it, and it's on my wish list on Steam, and I'm just like, I'm itching to get it. We just like money-wise, it's like, yeah.
I think you can get the first. I mean, obviously, the most economical way to buy it is to buy the whole thing, but I think you
Yeah.
can get the first chapter for $5.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that. Still kind of playing through the Evil Within. Like I've played it like 100 times, but like.
I remember the game being very hard. Am I thinking of the right game? Very challenging.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. I mean, like, what happens is she came here from Wichita, so she's only here for like the weekend. But we're coming back tomorrow. But like, we will take turns playing it. Every time we die,
The next
we
person.
but like we die constantly, and it's hilarious because we both rage like incredibly hard.
Like all gamers
yeah,
do.
She doesn't cuss, but I'm like the one that's like just trying to like, oh my god, like, and then like I miss a weapon or I miss a checkpoint, and it just gets crazy.
Whereas I don't care.
I just remember being like 4 zombies, 5 bullets style of game.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
you really don't. There's no leeway to screw up.
Yeah, and we game on PC. Well, I game on PC. She has a PlayStation.
I have PS4.
Oh, PS4.
Yeah, I'm gonna be buying an Xbox soon.
PC Master Race.
Do you like your PS4?
I love my PS4.
See, I like mine too. Have you tried out the VR yet?
No.
I don't know anybody that has, and I really want to buy one, but I'm waiting to see. I want to hear somebody that I know or somebody like you guys to tell me straight up what you think about it. I don't believe reviews. I want to hear from somebody.
Yeah,
So
you tell them. I don't.
Well,
do
I don't
that.
have the VR. I am getting her into the PS4. I brought it home with
She
me.
brought
so could-
Borderlands.
I brought Borderlands because she really wants to play that. I brought Alien Isolation. I love Alien Isolation.
that was one of my favorite
Oh.
games 2 years ago, and you want to talk about a great horror title.
It's-
If you guys both have not, you've obviously played it. Have you played it, Alex?
I've not.
we're,
I'm not.
we're going to. We're doing it this weekend.
Yeah.
You have to promise when you do play it, all the lights off and the
She
sound.
the worst
can't
part.
stand that.
I do. I have to. I turn the brightness all the way up because I'm like, I am not getting ambushed by some lizard off in a corner, and I don't see it until it's too late.
You turn the brightness up. That's cheating.
I know, but that's how
yeah.
I
Same
play.
with like the Evil Within. I'm like, we have to play it dark, otherwise the ambiance is just completely ruined. The atmosphere is like dead, but like she insists, like, no, I just can't. I'm like, no,
'Cause I'm gonna
it says
miss
here.
something.
Yeah, but then we realized that I actually have to wear glasses because I don't have the best eyesight, but they're up there. It's like brightness affects my eyes, so it really sucks. So I have to like turn down the brightness, but then I can't see like where I'm going and stuff, and the lights, and it's just so dark.
That's a good game, though, for the brightness to be all the way down, sound all the way up, play it by yourself in your house. I jumped off on my couch multiple times playing through
Lord.
Isolation.
I was an idiot during one of them. I was searching for something, thought I could sprint away from the alien. Of course you can't because it freaking gets you. But I looked for this thing for like an hour in the same spot, kept dying, and then I watched the gameplay and I found out that I just walked right past it. So that's that moment where it just why.
I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. This is not your first con, but I know it's your first
Yes.
con, so you can never go back to your first con, and I'm glad that you decided to spend it here in Colorado Springs. Also glad you guys decided to spend a little bit of time with us today
Yeah,
in the
of
Big
course.
Cave. Really appreciate it. So that was Megan and Alex talking to us with their excellent Evil Within cosplay, proving the point that literally stop by the table if you want to talk, if you want to be on the show, if you want to be on the live stream. We'd love to talk to you because we all love geeky stuff. But thank you guys so much for coming
no
by today.
problem.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Okay.
Tee. I has it on now. Yay.
All right.
Oh, in the purple thingy are my business cards if you want to have them contact me. Cool.
Oh wait, the purple one. Sorry, this one.
That's what she said.
LOL.
And Dave, as you know, and Mia, go right into it.
Make love to the mic.
Yeah.
Make love to the mic.
You can adjust
sweet
it. You can pull it up.
nothings.
You can do however you.
To the mic.
Right.
Hello, mic.
The mic is adjustable,
right.
so you
Oh,
don't
it
have
is?
to.
Oh, I can't
Oh, yeah, you
tell
can
it?
Yeah,
adjust
you
it.
can
do
Yes,
whatever
so you don't have to bend.
Oh, yay. Oh, this is great. Very comfortable, actually, now.
Do whatever you need to do as far as Lincoln.
We can share.
You doing?
We can
All
snuggle.
right.
Okay.
We can snuggle.
So I don't even know if I can introduce this next interview as a Bitfaced interview because I feel like this is a big show interview, right?
Well, I think it's a Bitfaced interview / big show, but it's Bitfaced, so it's a Bitfaced interview.
It's a big face.
It's team
Big show.
It's
Yeah,
team Big Show Entertainment Network, which includes the whole network, including you guys. This is a collab that's going to really be big, and I'm honored to have you guys with us and on our team, and I think I'm just stunned at do over the next several months, over the next several years. It's just going to be crazy. I'm really excited. We're going to talk about it. We're going to start planning for it. But Denver Comic-Con is going to be nuts. I'm going to have to probably take off a week, if not more, for all that we're going to be doing. So, yeah,
And then the day after, to be dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I'm just really happy with the way this is going today, and having you guys here. It adds a whole new element for Team Big Show Entertainment Network. It gives us more reach. Plus, I love you guys. You guys are fun as hell. So
I don't like you guys at all.
you'll have to work on her a little bit.
Well, thanks for letting us tag along.
It's okay.
On this.
I just appreciate that you guys have been turning me on all day.
Well, I want to make it official to the entire pop culture world that Bitface is not a tag along. You guys are part of Big Show Entertainment Network, and not only will we have the #1 YouTube channel, Facebook pages, Instagram, Twitter. We also have the #1 podcast on the planet. So that's where we're at.
Well, and you bring us wonderful guests like the person to my right here, Mia St. Clair.
If I
Welcome
could-
to Bitfaced.
Thank you. If I could wave at everybody, I would, but there's just airwaves, two-handed.
Yeah, we are
Say
live
hi.
streaming, Mia. So we're very proud and very happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. I am so happy to be here, too.
I've talked to a lot of cosplayers today, and one of the most common questions I've asked is, where does your passion for this come from?
For me, it kind of stems a little bit everywhere. Growing up, looking at all of these amazing costumes, from Wonder Woman to pretty much anybody in Final Fantasy, so on and so forth. You wanted those clothes to be a thing. You wanted to be able to wear those in your day-to-day, if at all possible. And so growing up, wanting those things, and then one day I was just like, I'm just going to do it. It's going to happen. And I didn't know that cosplay was an actual thing until I started to do it. Then I found out the entire world of cosplay, and so there wasn't any particular cosplayer that reached out to me, and no particular character. It was just a love for all of it that kind of stemmed its way for me.
How do you go from having a love for something to now you are a professional cosplayer? This is what you do. Take me through the steps there.
Well, that quote that, if you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. That's a real thing. I had friends who were already in the cosplay and con community, so I had expressed that this was something that I really wanted to do, and they were the ones who actually pushed me in the right direction, because cosplay is a very big community on supporting each other. Pushing the word out for each other and helping each other out when we can. Collaborations on costumes is a really big thing. I haven't had the chance to do that yet, but I would love to. That'd be really cool.
You and me, Mia, we're going to figure something out for the next con that you're at.
Yes.
We will do something fabulous. I'm excited.
That sounds great.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, we definitely want to have you for Denver Comic Con, and I think you've got the you've got the right person to help you collab in HP, and I don't think there's anybody better than High Priestess for that.
That's what her name is for.
That's right. R2D2 be with you, my friends.
Oh, yes. Oh,
HP, I can tell you have a costume in mind. What are you thinking for both of you to do? I can tell. I can read you.
Why would I tell you now?
Oh, does it have to be a surprise? Okay.
I'm going to shake the champagne bottle and make it pop.
Ooh, I like that. That's cool. I'm all about that.
We can always count on you for double entendre, and I appreciate that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am a good little innocent girl. Tee-hee. Tee-hee.
When did you start doing this, Mia? How long have you been a cosplayer, even in a non-professional aspect?
Not even a year.
Wow.
I only did the very first con that I officially went to, because I worked at a con as a go-go dancer first, and I was also body painted for the first time during that con. I fell so in love with it that I was just like, no matter what I am doing, I just want to be a part of cons, just any convention. And then I went to a convention and at that day, it was in St. Louis when I lived in St. Louis, Missouri. That day, I walked from the convention center all the way to a costume store, and I put together that day a Zatanna cosplay, and I put it on. I walked in, strutted my stuff, and I got asked to be a model from that, and I was just like, this is what I am doing.
So that was kind of right place, right time.
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And they were, when you get approached for modeling jobs out of nowhere, not all the time is it good, because I also model on the side. So I've experienced both the pluses and the minuses of everything involved.
Sometimes it can be skeezy, and sometimes it can be amazing. I totally get you. I do the same thing.
And that was my first time, and it was the best time. And I am actually friends with that photographer and his wife. Like, we're really good friends, and it's been amazing. And I've just moved up from there.
So was Zatanna your first costume?
She was my first costume.
Do you have a love of DC Comics? Do you like Marvel too?
I love both, but I grew up on DC. And if there was any way, shape, or form that Zatanna could be placed in, I don't know, Gotham or any of the other, I would so audition for that role. I love her so I cannot speak backwards to save my life. And I know that's something that bothers people. They're like, you can't cosplay her if you don't say stuff backwards. Like, I'm sorry, I only know how to say kiss me backwards, and you're not getting a kiss, so.
Tyler is the one you should have told that to, but I'm glad I got to hear that as well. So.
Oh, awesome.
It's okay. I'm just going to say that was addressed to me, so it's all good. Because I'm sitting in his chair.
Oh.
So you snooze, lose, Tyler. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Tyler. But Zatanna's kind of a...
there was a kissing reference, dude. You missed it.
Yes, not enough.
Where did you first learn as Zatanna? Did you happen just to come across her in a book? Did you see her on the Justice League cartoon?
I want to say that I saw her on Batman the series in the 90s.
The animated series.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because the people in my age group were just like, all about that.
Because somebody here's legit. This is why we love Mia St. Clair. Follow her, everybody.
Absolutely.
Love you guys.
I still think that's the best version of Batman ever put on screen, and I'm including the Christopher Nolan verse. I think the animated series from the 90s is the best version of Batman they've ever done. I agree.
Like, if anybody out there wants to buy me the completed series of this and gift it to me for Christmas, have me forever.
Is it all boxed in one now?
Yeah, I think So I
You can
saw it
find
at
that
some
out on
store.
Amazon, people. I mean, it's a Google search.
Make me happy, everybody. Make my dreams come true.
Well, we'll see what Santa Super Dave brings.
Seriously, you should see how amazing she looks today, though, everybody. Dressed as one of the most underrated Disney princesses, Kida, or Karagashnagan.
Kiragakash.
You said it right.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's important.
It's one of those, like, I love that part in the movie where he's like,
Kiragashnagan.
Karagashnagan. She's like, you can call me Kita.
Like, oh, you poor man.
I feel like we should say that to all of the men and be like, you don't understand. It's okay.
It's
kind of like that moment in that movie. I love that movie.
I'm still giggling over here. This is such a great scene.
Right? It's fantastic. I actually have that movie on my external hard drive upstairs next to my laptop.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So did you ever watch one of my favorites? And I have all of them.
Bring it.
Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
No.
Really?
I am so far behind. You have no idea.
That's what I was referencing earlier because there's a lot of Zatanna in
Yeah,
that show.
absolutely.
I need to. Oh, now I definitely need to.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
I'm going to have to dig that out and give it to you.
Oh.
Because I've seen them all. So
All of the presents. All of the presents for Kita.
It's my birthday.
yeah, so
If you like how the animated series was done, it's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
people except they're doing Justice League, and it's not
Yes,
just the
please and thank
core
you.
7. It's really they dig deep into the DC
yeah,
lore.
absolutely. And with me being a big DC fan, and of course Superman being my favorite superhero, but yeah, I'll grab that.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So, yeah, Super Dave. But no, I'll get that for you. So, because I've seen them 100 times.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's one thing that I'll definitely give DC over Marvel is DC has such strong independent female characters that, like, when it comes to cosplay or anything like that, I'm definitely going to go on the DC side.
Yeah.
It's like Wonder Woman, obviously my favorite back Linda Carter days. I even have the Wonder Woman tattoo.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I only
Yeah.
have one tattoo.
I only have the 2, but my next one is going to be the She-Ra sword.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. Because
She's
I'm
doing
legit
it,
like
everybody.
that. Yeah, but it's like DC definitely has the strong female character, the independent female characters.
Yes.
Like Marvel has decent female characters, but like they're all
They all stemmed.
part of the X-Men or
Yeah.
part of the Avengers or part of a group. Like there's no standalone Marvel women that you're just kind of like, that chick is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really like
Wonder Woman's literally quintessential.
exactly. And like DC really does, focus on women like that, which I appreciate.
Yeah, that's why I get
But-
so upset with DC when, with their latest.
With their casting choices.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's a different
Casting
discussion.
and then, the scripts and the latest movies is because, as compared to Marvel, they have the 2 top superheroes of all time. And then arguably Batman, Superman.
No. I'm
know.
sorry. Those are not the 2 top superheroes of all time.
Well,
but we'll argue about that on a different
I'll
show.
have to respectfully disagree. But
it's okay.
Agree
It's
to disagree situation.
Just because you're wrong, it's all right.
Well-
We'll talk about it later.
You have to tell me who your 2 are then. You can't just dispute that.
Oh
and not-
yes, no, please. I would like to hear it. I would. I'm curious.
Our guests would like to hear it.
Curiosity spiked.
First off, Batman is just a whiny boy with too much money.
See, because Batman would
Ooh,
make my top
shots
2.
fired.
Batman, Spider-Man.
Okay, like
I'd have Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, I could definitely agree with. Like Spider-Man is totally legit, right? And Superman, like Superman's cool, but Superman's
He's the guy that
I hate
started it
Superman.
all.
also Superman's also
You have to give him
kind of
his
a
due
bitch.
respect.
Nah, man.
So
The only due I'm giving is for oh gosh, what's his name? I can't think of the actor. The newest Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Henry yes, only because I feel like for me, I've only ever thought of Superman as a bulked up Barbie doll. for
Like
for
he
America.
has like no personality.
Yes, except this last movie, in my opinion.
Right.
Anyway, I feel like they gave him more depth.
I'll give you that. But like Superman in general is like he's so just vanilla.
Oh God,
He's so blah.
I only like
He's
vanilla
all
for
like-
ice cream. Like,
and
nowhere
even
else.
then it's like, you know, you want like sprinkles or something.
Yes, please.
Well,
Chocolate sprinkles.
I'm definitely not going to get in this
Right.
argument
Sugar
because.
sprinkles.
Oh,
But
something.
I will say Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Captain America, Wonder Woman. That's my top
Iron
five.
Man.
And it,
Oh, definitely Iron Man.
Need me
now,
some
now
RDJ.
that's a whiny boy with too much money. That's
That's
just so
Marvel's
amazing.
Batman. Come on.
I
I
know.
thought Daredevil was supposed to be Marvel's Batman.
No,
No, Iron Man is
it's Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Okay, hey, whoa.
No,
I'm just going off what was in
Billionaire playboys.
It's okay. But see,
Fight me.
leave
but
me
see,
alone.
But see, here's the thing.
fight you guys.
Here's the difference
We
between
love
Iron Man and
Mia.
Batman. Right? Iron Man's all like, "What up, everybody? I'm Iron Man. I'm so cool that I'm gonna be upfront about it. I'm not going to sit in the dark corner and masturbate with my money."
Oh my God, she just said that.
I tell you, if I had that much money.
The
Like,
Well,
Batman.
it's a family show, huh?
Batman's all like, nobody can know I'm Batman, so I have to be alone and just sit in a corner and nobody can ever love me. And Iron Man's
all my
like,
relationships fail.
Iron Man's like, come on over, bitches. I'm Iron Man. Give me some.
She's a
be
real
fair though,
Right?
everyone
Oh
loves
my
Iron Man because of Robert Downey Jr.
I loved Iron Man before Robert Downey Jr. I just love him even more because of Robert Downey Jr.
Even you would have to admit though that Iron Man before Robert Downey Jr. was a D-list at best character.
RDJ made it, man.
Okay, he did, but I would
He
say
did.
C-list.
Okay, I'll give
Or
you
like,
C-list.
Like he was.
I thought he was B.
He was passing. Like
B-list?
he was definitely like passing. You know, like average. Like like right there in the average.
I think the reason why I grew up, my father was all DC, but my uncle, his brother, was just passionate about Marvel. He had when I say he had a room, used to have a room filled with X-Men specifically because that's his favorite.
Because X-Men is bomb.
Yes,
It is.
figurines all over his room, all hung up in their own little space.
Wow, that's
Not
awesome.
even joking, it was incredible.
Well, like that was when that was my superhero start was Wonder Woman and X-Men. Like that was like my thing. Like I was all about Wonder Woman because of Linda Carter, and then X-Men because I loved Storm and Rogue. But after she absorbed Miss Marvel, but because before then she was also a whiny bitch. And it wasn't until after she absorbed Miss Marvel that she realized she could then tap into all of the other powers she had then absorbed previously. And then Rogue was like, "Oh, dude, I'm a badass." But before then, she was just a whiny bitch.
I actually am playing the theme song for the animated X-Men. Oh my God.
That is the
guys
second
are
time that's
awesome.
happened today
Yeah.
on the show. Oh, there's a lot of
I
love for
love
the 90s
that show.
X-Men
Hell
in this
yeah.
building.
Oh my God!
Well, this
it
is
was
an 80s
amazing.
themed weekend, so like 80s, early 90s, it just blends together.
It's a lot of love
You know,
here. A
it
lot of
totally
nostalgic
works.
love.
I
Yeah.
think that show too was a lot of people's introduction to the X-Men.
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
Oh,
today.
Absolutely.
Yes. Especially
Yeah.
for this chick here.
Which
Yep.
is what you have to love when in the more modern movies they do like little throwback comments to the original cartoon. Like
yeah.
in the first movie, they're like, "What, you prefer blue and yellow spandex?" Like best line in the whole first movie.
Have you seen Apocalypse yet?
Yes, I've seen all of them.
Okay, there's a really good line in Apocalypse.
Yeah.
When they walk
About
out
the
of
third?
theater.
The-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Best friend told me about that when he's like, you need to watch it and just look for this line. And I did, and I laughed, and it was great.
Because
Yeah.
not only ragging on themselves, but also ragging on The Last Stand, which, let's be fair, was a pretty terrible X-Men
Right.
film.
Yeah. Well, Apocalypse wasn't that great either, but
Some of Apocalypse was awesome.
Yeah,
it was
some
the
of it-
Apocalypse
right.
stuff that was terrible.
yeah, I would
So
tend to
you
agree
mean
with
actual
that.
Apocalypse?
Right.
The character.
Right,
Was,
the character wasn't done.
yeah,
I don't think he
see,
was done
you know,
justice.
Who is the actor?
Oscar
Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac. Yeah.
I love them, man.
I do
love him.
too.
Oh my god!
Oh
I
my
totally
God.
just kissed your mic.
We
Oh.
told you to make love to the mic, so it's all
I didn't
good.
mean
Exactly.
to actually do it though. It's only supposed to tease it.
No, it's fine.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Tease the mic, make love
Well,
to the mic.
I tell you what,
caress the
that
mic.
while
supposed
they're
to be a
making
family
love
show.
to the mics.
I'm paying attention. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
No, I was saying
Mike and I are having
we
a
watched
moment.
the trailer for Logan.
Oh
Man.
my
Oh my
gosh.
God!
Yes, please and thank you. I'm gonna cry
It
my
was
eyes
it
out.
it was moving. You know,
And I watched it without
moved
sound.
me. Then with the sound was the song.
I'm
I was like,
scared.
oh man, it's
Scared
like
to watch it with sound.
goosebumps. You know, it was. It's going to be a really good movie.
I'm excited.
And if he sticks to his word, this is the last time we will see Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
play the character.
Why would we want him? No, break your promises, sir. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so right after
kinda
the
did
second
for
Wolverine,
Apocalypse.
right after the second
Yeah.
Wolverine movie came out, he then hosted the Tonys, right? And so then he did this whole dancing Wolverine number at the Tony Awards.
Did he really?
And it was this beautiful moment, and like, because I'm a theater nerd,
You look like you're about to cry.
like, moisture is gonna come out of me at some point.
That sounds so amazing.
It was fabulous. Because he did this whole number about.
He's got a
you
great
know,
singing voice.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's
seriously
pretty talented.
YouTube, Boy from Oz, because he does this whole number in just his underpants
Oh. Done like yesterday.
with his with his real accent. That's what I'm saying.
You know, when Hugh Jackman was
Wow.
a kid, you know the character he wanted to play more than any other character?
What?
No.
You know?
No.
Jason Voorhees.
What?
Dead serious.
Wow.
Really?
When he was a kid, he
He wanted
always
to be
wanted
a
to be
bad guy.
Jason. And I think he still can. You put that mask on, he can be as old as he wants to be.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a mask. He's still got.
No,
Everything
because I want him to still be fabulous, and I love him.
You wouldn't like to see a Friday the 13th movie with Hugh Jackman as Jason, though. Who wouldn't want that, right?
No, because you don't see
Well.
his face.
You see his eyes. He can emote a little bit.
He has fabulous eyes.
Oh my gosh, Hugh Jackman love fest here. We love Hugh Jackman. We love-
Arguably the greatest comic book casting ever, and you guys can feel free to throw in your objections.
Yes. Well, no, not.
there's not an objection.
I agree.
Yeah,
would
none.
definitely
but
put him,
also
put him in that
Xavier.
top 10.
Charles Xavier. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
No,
Come
you're
on.
when you see Patrick Stewart, you can't not help but think of Charles.
Right?
Xavier.
No,
Yes.
absolutely, I agree.
Patrick Stewart is
100%.
one of those most phenomenal actors. Like, he just embodies that
Have
character.
you seen him in Blunt Talk?
Oh, yes. He's fabulous.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I needed to squeeze that one in
It's
there.
the same thing as, like, Marvel is just so amazing at their casting choices in general.
Casting
Yeah.
directors must sleep so good at night.
I mean,
so
look-
good.
Look
Like,
at
like casting Robert Downey Jr., like we were talking about earlier. Like,
So unexpected.
well, and
But
like,
so perfect.
he ad-libbed so many lines.
I
Like-
love that.
John Favreau had to really fight with the studio because they didn't want him because of insurance purposes. Because as you know, before Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. was considered a drug addict.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves a drug
a
addict.
crazy playboy, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Less Than Zero. I mean,
Totally.
those
Yeah.
type of
with that.
films.
Right.
Favreau went to bat. I would argue if that first Iron Man movie doesn't work, we don't have the Marvel Universe cinematically that we
I
have
agree.
today.
I would totally agree with you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a linchpin.
That's why RDJ is so expensive. Because he
And
knows
totally
his
worth it. He's totally freaking worth it, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't imagine anybody else for that role. And speaking of casting, I watched the premiere of Doctor Strange.
So you got to see the 15
Right?
minutes of it?
I did.
I like my
did.
men like I
went-
like my eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Benedict. I did go see the first
I'm totally a
15 minutes.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
So,
Without giving anything away, I mean, the trailer looks great, but is it promising?
Yes. No,
I
maybe
can't
so.
really explain it to you.
Oh, man.
It is
Okay.
so.
But yes, it's going to be
It's
fabulous.
like Inception times 100.
I have like a huge actor's crush on Tilda Swinton too.
Oh,
And then
right?
there was someone else in there. Who is the other?
Oh, gosh, who's
There was-
playing the villain?
Mads Mikkelsen.
That's right.
Nope, that's not who I was.
That's the villain.
Nope, it's another person.
That's in Strange?
Yeah.
Hang on.
We
If
the,
can-
cat,
if we
the
could-
total cast in Strange is just going to be
it's
really
phenomenal.
I just
Um,
if any of my phone sucks right now. So if any of you are willing to,
great. My
look it
phone's
up for
currently
me.
being used as a
I'm working on
hotspot to keep us live right now, so
Oh,
I don't
no,
want to play with
please
it.
Don't touch it.
And then while we're looking that up, actually, who was it? Just got cast for Lando Calrissian in the Han Solo movie.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, yes. Yes, it was announced yesterday.
Oh my god,
so-
seriously, I wish that we were doing the live stream or doing the live video for YouTube right now as well. Mia's getting so excited. There's nothing
Oh
more
my
excited than
gosh.
seeing a Disney princess get excited over the newest addition to the Disney universe.
Yes. Okay, so
Although technically
act
Moana, I guess.
as well.
Yeah, Moana.
So I have a long list of actors I would want to work with as an actress, and he is like easily top 3. Donald
Oh,
Glover.
for sure.
He is so
I can
intelligent.
totally see that.
In just
Are you a
get so
Childish
overwhelmed.
Gambino fan as well?
yes.
Me too.
Played
You must be thinking of
3,000.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. I pronounce his name wrong every time. Is that the actor you're thinking of?
No,
Okay.
no. I was thinking of Benedict Wong, but in my mind, it was actually not. In my when I saw the.
Are you
I thought
sure it wasn't
Ken
Benjamin
Watanabe.
Bratt?
I thought it was Ken Watanabe.
Oh, and it's not.
Oh, I met Mr. Watanabe, the creator
nice?
of Cowboy Bebop. He was great. I met him and Dai Sato at NDK 2016.
I hate you.
They had to bring interpreter in.
Yeah, you got to go to
gosh.
NDK. We went to while we were at Tacticon.
Tacticon, I know.
JB and I.
NDK was insane.
I was at Tacticon. It was great. I loved it.
Hey, that's how we met.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amen to Tacticon.
Very
Wow.
thankful for that.
Yeah,
Very
I am
thankful.
too. So, no, I just wanted to, before I get out of here, we're so happy to have you here with us, Mia.
Thank you.
We've kind of, adopted you as our cosplayer for Big
I
Show
feel all the
Entertainment
love. I really
Network,
do. It's
so-
been fantastic.
Yeah, but I want to just make sure that everybody, subscribes to our YouTube channel, Super Dave Reigns and the Big Show. We
Do
are
it.
going to change that. It will be Big Show Entertainment Network, and it'll encompass all our shows. Go to our
what's up.
Facebook pages, like Super Dave Reigns and the Big Show, Own the Love, Big Show Games and Tech Toys, Game On, hosted by JB, and then, of course, Big Show Cosplay, Always Be Yourself, hosted by the lovely and wonderful
And
High
witty.
Priestess- and witty High Priestess.
Oh, and humble. Don't forget humble.
Oh, yes. Top of the list
We've been a
there.
little ornery today. So.
What do you mean today? I'm always on it.
Yeah, exactly. But and then of course, if you're not subscribing to Bitfaced, you need to be doing that because that's where you're
Yes,
going to
yes,
find myself, Super Dave Range, JB, the High Priestess, Mia, all our really big announcements. So you need to be following Bitfaced. So
And we will be a part of the network in video early next year, believe it or not, and we will do the live stream right through the network.
Yeah,
So-
That'd be fabulous.
awesome.
And follow us on
Yeah,
Twitter
we're-
as well.
Yeah, exactly. Twitter and Instagram. We're looking forward to having you guys on Big Show Games and Tech Toys on the regular.
I have a lot of games to talk about, and as you guys know, I play everything, so I'm really excited. And you know I hate
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, I know, but we got to get you out of your hate video shell because
I'm
you're
a
just
tabletop gamer. I'm not a PC or console
I'm not a PC gamer,
gamer,
just console and tabletop.
What are you playing on console right
I'm
now,
just,
PS4.
Mia? PS4?
Oh, I am not a Microsoft. I get super picky. I am not a Microsoft person.
Okay.
I am
Xbox One now?
Sony and Nintendo. That's it.
Amen, sister friend.
right.
Done and done.
Well, a lot of the guys like Xbox and Xbox One. So
I play on both.
right.
While we're talking about it, did you see the new Nintendo?
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep kissing.
Well, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
I tell you what, I'm gonna. JB's gonna jump in here, and then I'm gonna jump out. But
Do I get to stay? Do I get to
Yes,
stay?
you get
Yes,
to
you do.
stay. And,
Yes, I get to
and
stay.
Eric and Tyler, I just can't tell you how much I'm happy to have you guys with us, and I'm excited for your video game reviews. I know you're a gamer. I love all our channels, and we're going to do some really big things. And thanks again for having me on Bitface. I want to say to all the fans out there, remember this is Super Dave Reigns, and always, always own the love.
And I expect to see all of you guys in the actual studio one day too. You guys have to come over to the Bit Cave.
Oh, we're gonna be hanging out at the Bit Cave a lot.
That
Yeah.
sounds so cool.
I'm just proud to show you the Bit Cave because I mean we used to have a microphone on a cardboard box and now we have a studio and it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Can I
I'm
come to the Bit
excited.
Cave?
I'm inviting everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh please.
All right.
So easily
Well,
excited.
thanks, guys. I'm gonna step out for a little bit.
All right.
Yay.
I'm gonna jump in here, but I'm gonna get.
up.
You gonna take Dave's mic?
Yeah, I'll
This is
take
a
Okay.
bad idea to have me sit down.
Got relaxed.
Yeah, I got relaxed.
We're doing some changes here, some brief changes. I could attempt to sing terribly. That's not what I like to do, though. I like to sing as
Hey,
well as I can.
it's live, so you can do whatever you want.
I'm free, free as a wind blows. I don't know. That was totally lame.
All right, so
My family listens to this. They're just going to laugh at me. It'll be great.
oh well.
I love it.
So why not Microsoft? What's your beef with Xbox?
Here we go.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm just.
That's
is
I
that
know
a fair
that
question?
That is totally a fair question,
Okay.
and I wish I had like a full educated because their processing is this or their graphics are this, and I just don't.
Did you
I-
just grow up with
Right,
Sony?
yeah, exactly. I just grew up with Sony. I grew up with Nintendo. It is my dream to own a Sega Saturn. I know that's not either of theirs, but I don't care. I really want one. And it's not even to play one of the main awesome games that you would know. It's to play Casper. There was
The
a
Friendly
Casper,
Ghost?
Yes, there was a Casper game. It was so hard, and I loved it, and I never got to complete it. I just want to complete. I've also never. Zelda's my favorite video game, ever.
How excited are you for it? I think we're going to
Oh
get
my
a
God, I'm
Zelda
so
title
excited.
at launch.
So excited.
I think the Nintendo Switch is launching with Zelda, and I think they're
Yes,
even going to
please.
pack it in.
Oh yes, please.
Which is something
and thank
unheard
you.
of nowadays, which Nintendo used to do all the time. You buy a console, you get a game.
Oh yeah.
Now you don't get a game with any console you buy. I think Nintendo's going back to that.
Oh, they should. That's a great. Yes. We're all
Without
about that.
having
All
to
the
buy
fans.
a
all
special
about it.
edition.
Yes.
Right.
Without having to buy special editions.
Right.
Don't want to pay that money. Just give me the console and let me play the game.
When I saw the trailer for the Switch, when they showed the guy playing Zelda at home, picked the thing up, took it on an airplane, continued his game, that was the most exciting thing for me. What has you hyped about this?
That.
Just
I
the
died.
portability?
Oh, I died. I was like, oh my god, all the flights, all the travels, I can do it.
Because imagine you travel a lot.
I would love to travel even more.
Okay.
No joke. And I love coming up here. I love the people up here because I'm from Texas, so I actually haven't worked at a con in Texas yet. That's
What part of Texas are you from?
Austin. Well, it's easier to say Austin. Everybody knows where Austin is, so Austin.
Have you ever been to Pinball's Arcade?
9.
Never.
Wait.
Well, German, that's what's up.
Wait. Describe to me this place.
Oh gosh, I'd have to. It's
called Pinball.
Pinball's Arcade. They have like 150. Jesus, Tyler. They have like 150 different pinball machines, and they have about 40 or 50 old school arcade games. It's one of the best arcades I've ever been to in America.
No, I've been to something fairly similar. That's really awesome, but it's a smaller building. I imagine the building you're talking about is larger.
No, it's like there's a bar upstairs, and then all the video games.
Okay,
are
yeah,
downstairs.
no. There wasn't a bar upstairs, but there was something just as, maybe not just as awesome because I've never been there, that I have gone to. That was pretty awesome, but it was more of but it was mostly arcade focused, and then with just a little bit of
pinball.
Yeah, things like that.
Okay, well, when you're back home,
Okay.
if you play games at all,
I do.
Pinballs is amazing. I think you would love it.
I'm
It's a
gonna
lot
have
of
to
fun.
take my. I don't have a crew, but I'm gonna make a crew. It's gonna happen. I've got friends, and
A
they're just
crew.
all gonna be together.
You gonna roll?
We're gonna do this.
Roll up on this shit.
Roll bounce.
I mean, even out here, we've got that Penny Arcade in Manitou, which is really, really cool. So if you
How
ever
far
get
away
a
is that?
chance, it's from here, maybe 15, 20-minute drive.
10
It's-
minutes.
Yeah, it depends on traffic, really. Manitou
course.
can get kind of nasty, but
It gets crazy hectic.
But if you're ever up in Denver too, in fact,
One
if
Up.
you're at DCC next year, you can walk from DCC to the One Up, and the One Up is amazing.
Aim. That is my. I keep punching, face punching your mic. I'm so sorry. But
Can
I
I
would love
draw
that. That's like
a face on the mic, and then you would literally oh.
punching it with my lips. How's that?
All right,
That works.
well, that's different.
works out.
Awesome.
Because I assume you're going to do DCC this year,
I'm gonna
right?
try my. If I can say that, I'm gonna try my damnedest. Okay, I can say that. I'm going to try my damnedest to do it.
I think you'll really enjoy it too.
I would-
We've got a
I
pretty
would
good
love it.
scene going on up here in Colorado. A lot of people don't think that, but we do have a lot. I
I
mean,
was
second
surprised.
biggest con.
I was totally thrown off my rocker. I thought it was amazing. I was like, what? It's huge here.
Some of the girls earlier voted for us to go as the Wonder Twins, and I'm going to be the guy. Eric will be the girl.
Yeah, the deal is
Complete with rings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do the rings. The
Are
deal
you going
is
to do the thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you going to get video of it?
I'm going to be
Oh, yeah.
form
I need
of water.
Oh, yeah, she's the animal.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He's
the elements
anything-
and she's the
okay,
animal. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think
me a
you'd have
second.
a blast if you decide to do DCC.
I am ready to be exhausted. I'm ready to be
So
exhausted.
why not any Texas cons? I have to ask.
Okay, so the friends who helped push me, they're all up here.
Okay.
Yeah, the who are all like, hey, if you want to be a part of a con, come up here, and I did that, and they're still up here, and I've seen a couple of them around here actually, ironically enough.
We probably know some of them.
That'd be really cool.
We know a lot of crazy people.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mia,
Yes.
St. Clair.
Si, senor.
Kira
Yeah.
from Atlantis.
Jess.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm super late into my own cast. So
It's okay. You know what? So I already had this white wig.
it's crazy.
And the bangs were like right to my chin, and that was infuriating. I used it for my
would you
elf
be able
goddess
to see?
Araya. Exactly. I had to
That's
pin him
absurd.
back.
What?
So I had to use it for my elf goddess Araya at
Okay.
Tacticon when I was there. I was just like, you know what? I need to cut the bangs anyway, so I'm just going to use this wig for Kita. Great. I don't have to spend another $60 on a wig. Woo.
It works out almost perfectly for Kita.
Thank you. I'm just missing the blue contacts. That's really bothering me.
I
She
have-
has blue eyes, and it is just...
I have fabulous blue eyes.
Maybe you guys
I can
switch.
see how fabulous they are from here. No, let's.
Right?
You don't want my vision. Like, I know you're wearing glasses, but you really don't want mine.
Probably not. My vision's actually not that bad. Like,
What is your vision?
I don't. It's like
Do you wear contacts?
I can.
Do you know what the negative is in contact vision?
Negative 2.75.
Oh yeah, no, I'm negative 10. Bring it.
Oh god.
You don't want it.
See, like I can almost read that club cosplay sign on that door from here. Almost.
I just hit my cup of tea.
That could have been really bad, but it was really good. So
I would not be able to read anything at all.
Fair enough.
Not
do you
even
wear
that-
glasses when you game, or do you wear contacts?
Contacts all the time.
Contacts all
Yeah,
the time.
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. It's actually simply because I don't own a pair of glasses. If I did own a pair of glasses, then yeah, I would wear them. But no.
They have this fabulous thing that pays for like half of your glasses called insurance.
They also have this other fabulous thing called laser eye surgery. This guy right here.
That's way
not-
expensive.
That's so
Best
expensive.
freaking decision ever. You think it's expensive now, but the price that you pay for contacts and glasses.
Yeah, when
Nah.
you rack it up, you tally it.
This pair of glasses, $10. It's lasted me
What?
for like 4 years.
That is amazing.
It's crazy.
Well, I guess you kind of had me beat there, but
Did you pay $10?
my surgery was free.
I was about to
Oh.
say
Military?
Thanks, military.
Yep, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
See, for me, that same surgery would be like $3,000.
How long ago did you have it?
Oh hell, that was what year is it? 2016.
Yes.
Been 2008 is when I had it.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
Sorry, that was really loud. That's really cool.
And it's amazing. I can like count treetops on well, not really on Pikes Peak because there's no trees all the way the hell up there. You come down a
I was gonna
little
say,
ways and
you
I can start
understand
counting
where,
like
the tree
individual
line
trees.
is.
But yeah, it's not so bad. I love it.
I have this weird thing where I think I look better in glasses. So
It happens for most people. For
Like-
me, I look like a complete expletive deleted
Get her attention.
dumbass.
Trying to get her attention.
So
It's not working. There you go.
Hi. I love your shirt. You're welcome. I just really needed to tell you. She's got a shirt that's got the
says keep it classic.
yeah, it's got the
controller.
Nintendo.
Original Nintendo.
Yeah, it's so cool. I need it.
That kid's got a Ghostbusters hat. That's the kind of hat I need, yo.
Ghostbusters hat. Super cool.
That is a pretty sweet hat, actually.
That's what's up.
If I wasn't wearing my Vikings hat, I'd probably try to trade him.
I have a hat, but it's really dirty, and it's for a band, and she's got roses. That's it.
So Sega Saturn, Casper.
Yeah, I know. That is so weird.
Wow.
I'm going to make a goal, and I don't know when you will be visiting us in the Bit Cave. I'm going to make a goal. I will find a Saturn, and I will find Casper. I'm pretty good at finding stuff.
Are you really?
Hold on,
Oh,
hold
I
on.
have been looking forever, and I'm too scared to get on Amazon because I don't want to see the prices of it.
I'm
Like-
almost positive I saw one right back here. They have
We're gonna take a
tons
small
of different
break.
consoles and games all
Oh
stacked
my
back here.
God! I will
Now,
die.
I don't know that if Casper's back there, but I'm pretty certain that I saw.
The Saturn's going to be the easy thing to find. I bet
Yeah.
finding
The
a
Casper
Casper
is
is
gonna
going to
be
the
really
hard
hard.
part.
We'll get it though, and we'll
find
hook
it.
it up. We'll hook it up. You can play it.
I will play it on your channel.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Oh,
love to do
It's
that
gonna
if
have
you
to
would
be
let me.
a live stream of some sort.
We can hook that
Yes.
up and let you live stream it.
Oh my gosh! Watch me fail. Yes, all about
Bitfaced
it.
Games.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've got a
all about
Twitch
Stream it
it.
channel.
right on
We'd
us.
love to have you on, and
That'd be
I would
great.
love for somebody to play Saturn. Good God. I mean,
Yes.
that's a
That's
console.
been forever.
I'll wear my cat ears and everything
Yes, that'll be awesome.
because I want to start Twitch. Like, unfortunately, where I live is a little too remote for me to be able to, for our internet to be able to handle Twitch casting. So eventually, I will move out of said remote area and into an apartment where it could be a little bit more easy. And I want my trademark to be my kitty ears.
Your kitty ears.
You
All
would
right.
kill it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's this
that's
thing,
a
like-
moneymaker right there.
Yeah.
Being as horrible as it sounds, being a female on Twitch
That's
immediately gains
It's
you.
bang.
Yeah, you're
You will not get fight for, like, there are certain things that are clear and obvious that I would be dumb to fight against, and it's not, you're not being sexist or whatever. You're just acknowledging a fact. That's okay.
It's just true. Like, even me personally, when I go and look through Twitch, I'm like, hey, who's attractive to look at while I'm watching them play video games? Like,
It's either that or you find the ones where they're not broadcasting their face and they're just broadcasting the game.
And that's okay.
That's a safe bet usually.
That's how when
Yes.
I broadcast, there's no camera on me. I
Oh,
do
yeah, yeah,
talk,
yeah.
but I
No.
just have the game full screen.
Yep,
Nice.
exactly. I
That's
mean,
okay.
I'll have my mic going, but there's no picture because nobody wants to see my ugly fucking
See,
mug
I'm-
up there. So
I'm fucking beautiful,
if I
Jay.
cosplayed, like, if I
I mean,
cosplayed
so-
while actually,
No one cosplays while on Twitch. I don't
I'm
think I've
saying
ever
you
seen
have
it.
I
you definitely have a niche there.
I
Dude.
would, oh man,
Just kill it.
nobody copy my idea.
cosplay
Trademarking
gaming,
this right now
trademarked.
on
And
here.
if
Do we
you
have a
want,
lawyer
like-
around here right now? Go ahead and get that
Yes,
stamp
please.
approval.
And if
No,
I could pick or make a request, you have to do Diva from Overwatch. You fit her perfectly. You know-
Diva.
Diva from Overwatch.
Yes,
You ever seen her?
I actually really want to do Widowmaker.
Even better. That's
I
a lot.
really
There's
wanted
a
to.
lot more into that than
Yeah.
I mean, because you're gonna have to paint yourself purple.
Oh yeah, it's more like a light, like a, what do you call that? Not a cauliflower.
It's like a.
It's a really
pale blue.
palish blue. Yeah.
Pale blue. Okay. Widowmaker would be a good one too, though. But I
Widowmaker's
promise
cool.
you want to get some hits. If you're dressed up as one of the characters, you
That would be. I would love that.
Yeah, I mean,
Just be Tracer. Fake a
you could
British
play the
accent.
worst game in the world and probably still get 1 million views. I mean, really, that's what it's going to come down to.
I just have been out of playing video games for so long that I just want to be able to play it and be okay with failing in front of people, and people still enjoy watching me.
Well, I
fail.
hope
That'd be
Casper
great.
is not the last thing you play.
No.
Okay, good.
No, like I aim to.
like
I
you've
have
got
a
a long
PS2
way
that
to
needs to be
go.
fixed at home. Like I bought 2, and one I gave to an ex because it was for his birthday, and I just had the other one was in the
Yeah.
package, so I was like, okay, I just kept it, and I just need somebody to fix it for me so I can play it.
What kind of. Is it the fat PS2?
What fat? There's a slim PS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No. It's the fat one. Sorry.
We can fix that, can't we?
I never owned the slim one, so I'm like,
I
there's
can
a slim
probably
one.
fix it for you.
Okay. Then the next time I come up, I'll just bring it.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if you're gonna
I
come
would-
cast with us in the Big Cave, we
Yeah.
can probably fix it.
We
I
can,
would-
bring
that'd
your
be-
console. We'll help you fix it. We'll get the
So-
Saturn hooked up. We'll get you hooked up with Casper. These are the kind
These
of things
guys
we
are
do.
so amazing.
Right?
Everyone. They're gonna be my new best friends. I'm excited.
I'm cool with that.
Yay!
We just
I
have
like
a lot
best
of,
friends.
a lot of respect for someone that's going to mention the Saturn. I mean, that console was out for 7 months.
Yeah, it was.
PlayStation actually is what killed it.
Oh,
The PS2
well,
is what killed the Saturn.
normally I would be upset by something like that, but I just love the PS so much. I love PlayStation so much.
Did you
I mean-
start off on the original?
I was never allowed to play PlayStation 1.
Really?
The only PlayStation I ever got to play was 2. And then I only got bits and pieces of 3, and now I own a 4. But I can only do so, like, it's my baby, and I want to name it, but I haven't been able to really play it, and that breaks my heart.
What's the last thing you played on the PS4?
14, Final Fantasy 14.
Okay, and then
Well, that
16,
new one's coming out here pretty soon.
16's this year, right? It's next month. Or is it 17?
It's
What are we talking about?
Final. Jeez.
Why did you leave the conversation? This is scintillating.
he's probably trying to find a Saturn.
He's probably trying to look up the word scintillating.
Little
Final Fantasy 15 at the end of the year.
15's the
15.
next one.
Yeah.
I thought
Was
that- Why
14
did I
on-
think that was already out?
Join back in, motherfuckers. I already know what's going on.
It's Elijah. I'll be
Oh my- Yeah, talk to Elijah, please.
he's been disconnected for a little while anyway, so I don't think it's really going to be a loss at this point.
Oh
The
my
man
God.
love going on right now is something
it's
to
a bromance
behold.
for real. It's a
Well,
real
if,
bromance.
If there's
right
any
there.
man I would ever want to make love to, it is the guy that just walked up to our table right here, Elijah Montoya. Good
Hello.
to see you, bro.
You have
He's
earned your place in
Satisfying himself
Bitfaced
right here. It's
history.
great.
Elijah's one of the first guests we ever had. I mean, I'm talking back in the episode 20s,
Does he?
20 range.
Does he want to join? Does he want to sit?
It's up to you. Do you want to sit?
I'll run around. I'll be back.
Okay.
He's gonna speed race around the area.
He's wearing the right costume for it.
Yes,
Talk to you guys about Genghis Khan. I want to give you a booth.
I'm gonna be there.
Are you really?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Then I
Yep,
guess
that's the first one. Matt, he's my friend. Matt, come on. Now I'm gonna have to find his last name. Man, I was hoping you'd remember.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Dude. I'm the worst.
I see how
with
that was
names.
about to go down.
Yeah. No, you see
She
that?
was
That
looking.
was sly.
She was looking at me for help, and I was no help at all.
That's okay. You know what? I'm gonna remember his name, and Rouse, Matt Rouse.
Okay. I don't think I know him.
He runs Genghis Khan and Tacticon.
You have to understand, as far as Bitfaced is concerned, this is our first con. We have a lot scheduled.
Oh my gosh.
This is the first time we've ever live casted from a con.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Eliza
Unprecedented
just said that he's
territory
gonna
right
get us a booth at Genghis Khan. So
Well, yes, I would.
we're all good, yeah.
Like, I want to do this with you guys more often. This is so cool.
Hey, let's
This
see
is
if
so
we-
much fun.
See if
I
you
love
guys
it.
can get that Saturn for that. And
I was
just
gonna say,
live stream
you
some
can-
Casper during Genghis Khan.
Woo! Ooh!
It's a gaming convention.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. I'm
Oh,
so
is it?
easily excited.
It's like a tabletop, a gaming convention.
Yeah, I mean
that-
it covers everything in
They
the world
do
of
t-
games.
they have a
for the
huge
most
Yeah.
part.
LAN thing going on there.
Right. They do video
My-
games, tabletops, role-playing games. It's huge.
Can I make a
As a
shout
matter
out
of
to one of
fact,
my best
somebody
friends?
conveniently
Of course you
dropped
can.
us off a flyer
Okay.
here on the
My
the
best
table
friend
for
Billy
Genghis.
is the one who taught me about LAN, and I am so incredibly grateful to him.
Did you say Billy?
Billy. His name is Billy Carroll.
LAN?
He taught me about
Local
LAN.
area network?
Yeah, he taught me all
what's
about
up.
it. I mean, I don't know it in depth or anything like that, but he was able to educate me enough so that way I can be able to sit and hold a conversation or at least understand what you guys are talking about. so,
right.
so thanks to my best friend, Billy, who is the greatest. He's totally going to blush.
You just
When
said
he
we
hears
were going to be your best friends.
Ha- Okay, I've got 5 best friends. You guys can be like upcoming, and
6 and
maybe
7.
you'll be able to complete the other hand.
Can I be 6 and then he'll be 7?
Creeping on up in the world.
Sweet. I'll take it.
I'm glad that somebody taught you about games because I get the criticism a lot that most hardcore gamers don't want to share. And they don't want
That
to
is
teach.
that has
It's
never been a
problem.
thing. No, and you
Yeah.
know what? I will wreck somebody who tries to insult me. Like, I have a love for anime, for comic book characters, for movies and TV shows, for video games. I've got a love for all of that, but that doesn't mean that I know everything. And if I'm asking you a question, it's because I want to learn. Like, don't shoot me down. Don't give me a hard time. Like, that is a big pet peeve of mine, and none of my friends have ever given me, like, sometimes they'll make fun of me, like, you never heard of that, really? But they will sit there and they will teach me. Or
There's a fine
educate
line
me.
though between you've never heard of that really and being
Yeah.
condescending
Oh,
about it. And I
yeah.
think that's what I don't like to see because I tell people all the time, if you're not nice and if you don't teach people how to do it, well, they're never going to want to play.
Exactly.
And don't we want to open this up to
Can
everyone?
we please not squash my dreams?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I've seen people yell at people before online, like, "Oh, you noob! You're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong." Like, they're never going to want to come back.
I was
if
with a
that's
guy
how they
like
think.
that. That was not okay.
Those are
with
typically
me.
your 7-year-olds. They know more about my mom than I do, apparently. And
That's good.
Oh my gosh, they're notorious when it comes to females too, because they'll do that whole thing. You know the thing I'm talking about, and you'll
No.
ask, and they'll be like, "Big enough."
Yeah, that whole thing.
That whole thing. That whole thing. It's
let
great.
me know how that works out for you in real life. There,
No,
pal.
God. Mm-hmm.
And I know
It's
you
not
don't
going
do
anywhere.
much on Xbox, but do you find is the PlayStation? Do you go online a lot? Is the community just as toxic?
I would go on more if I could. I don't have enough experience on any of that just yet. Like I am so just trying to branch out as much as I can, learn as much as I can. Before you guys are awesome. You guys look awesome.
Hey, Eric, one of our viewers and one of my best friends,
Yeah.
Toma, says it's Final Fantasy 15, not 16 or 17, Eric.
Oh, got schooled.
I don't like Final Fantasy.
That's not your thing?
No.
Why not?
I like Final Fantasy, the ones on the original NES. Were
No,
good.
hold on. Let him explain his reasoning for not liking Japanese RPGs.
Because
Whoa, in
it's-
general, oh my God, you're breaking my heart. Okay,
no,
no,
me
no,
too.
no,
Hold
I
up,
will
wait.
give you
Me too.
reaching out to you.
That's that high five.
Go ahead, I will
Seven-
give you a listening ear.
7 kids with giant eyes save the world. That's 95% of every Japanese RPG. And I don't think the stories are as original as they used to be. And I
Now,
appreciated it a
hold
lot
on,
more when
I-
I was a
I
kid.
see
Wait.
no, wait.
7 kids with giant
Big eyes.
Giant eyes.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, but I love Japanese RPGs, and
Oh
I
yeah,
almost
JRPGs are the best.
I can't dispute his point. He's not wrong.
It took me aback, quite literally, because I went through it. Kingdom Hearts. I went through.
You're like, oh,
went
wait,
through- I was like,
he's like,
oh
yeah,
my
damn, he's
Hold up.
God! Like I
right.
just died a little bit on the inside.
Final Fantasy 3, American Final Fantasy 3 on the original
Which was Japanese
NES.
6.
Or
Right?
no, it's on the SNES. I'm sorry, is one of the best role playing games ever, and so is Chrono Trigger. I have a lot.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for.
That
I was
is
about
a
to
game
ask
that I have
if you
not
had
had
to
the pleasure
pick your
of
favorite.
playing.
I mean, Chrono Trigger's at the top of my list. If I had to pick a favorite, that is up there.
It's
I've
hard
only
for me
played it
not
on the
to play
handheld, and I didn't get to complete it. I have
Oh,
a very
it's-
terrible knack of being. I am a
handheld-
non-completer.
The handheld, I mean, okay, it wasn't bad, but the
That's all I've
original
played, though.
was fantastic. Easily the best role-playing game that I've played.
So I think I need to make
It
a
was
list
fantastic. I
and
loved it.
start from the top, which would be Casper on Sega Saturn, and work my way down.
Is that the
or
only
up.
game on Saturn that you really remember loving? Because I mean,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because there's something about as much as I love JRPGs, I do enjoy strategy games, but not so much playing them. I love watching people play them because it
kind
gives
of-
me a
What kind
little
of strategy?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I was
real-time
wondering.
strategy or like The Sims?
not The Sims.
Not the
No,
Sims.
no,
not
I wish
City.
you guys
I
could
wouldn't
have
call
seen
The
my
Sims a
face.
strategy
It's
game,
not.
though. I mean,
I
Not
liked
The
it.
Sims.
It was perfect. That's how I feel
the
about
reason
Sims.
why I like watching people play strategy, just games in general, is simply because it gives me insight into their mind. How they strategize tells me a lot about their personality, how they think under pressure, so on and so forth, and that
I
is
am
great.
never playing a strategy game with you.
Oh no, I'll know so much about you. It's really great people
that's
watching.
the last thing I need.
I love it.
Good luck. My strategy's insane.
Bring it. Challenge accepted. What was the other thing I was gonna say?
Tyler's drinking strategy is insane. I don't know about the rest of his strategy.
I can't
Speaking of
have
which,
alcohol, so I'm gonna just sit
think
here
I kind of
and
need another one here.
enjoy watching you guys get drunk. It's gonna be fun for me.
So, anyways,
You
were
and I
saying-
are in the drunk sandwich. Sober,
We
sober.
are.
It's-
Oh,
it's,
great!
uh,
High five.
I mean, if that's a sandwich to be in, it's probably not a very bad one. I mean-
I mean, as long as you guys are happy drunks and don't beat us up.
oh yeah. No.
Oh, then yeah.
Very,
oh, yeah,
very happy.
Great
Especially
sandwich.
this one over here. Good God.
Does your face get red?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at
I
me.
bet it
Mine-
does.
mine
I bet it
doesn't.
actually does.
You just
Really?
can't pay
I
me to
believe
shut
it.
up
Is it
when I
red?
start getting
A little
drunk.
bit.
No.
It is a
Strawberry.
little bit red.
No, your
Yeah.
face is redder than mine, Eric.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No.
Look at, yeah.
Think so? I don't think
Look
so.
at her. Yep. That's right, it is. Maybe for different reasons.
I thought it was the lighting.
Mhm.
Like I don't know.
Nope.
LOL. Just
I don't know. I mean, from over here, I would have to say that your face is definitely more red.
That's what's up. I'm right.
you were going to ask me a question
I mean,
though.
the lighting on this side of the table is different than
No.
The
at
lighting
the
over
end
there.
of the
We're talking
table.
about
I mean,
strategy
it is.
games. What kind of strategy games?
What?
Not-
I
not the
just
Sims.
not Sims. Not anything like.
Yeah, but
that.
what the heck do you
Talking like
consider strategy
StarCraft
games?
or
Yes.
Okay, original
Real-time
Warcraft
strategy.
before WoW.
I
Yeah,
I
World of
have
Warcraft.
nothing to do with WoW. WoW is not my thing. I'm not a PC.
I mean,
gamer.
are you talking like you're going to watch someone play Stratego on the tabletop?
yeah.
That's a fun
Like,
game, though. I mean,
There are specific ones that I
Pretty
will not
legit.
watch. Like I will not watch World of Warcraft. And
That's an MMO.
Yeah. Well, he said it.
No. pre-World of Warcraft.
Pre.
Warcraft.
Yes, there we go.
Warcraft.
Yes, that one.
Just
Yes.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
I was like, he said it, don't blame me.
Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, all that stuff. I loved playing those. So funny
Civilization.
story. Yeah, Civilization.
Mm-hmm.
So my gamer tag actually came from back in the mid '90s when Warcraft was real popular.
Is it
The
not now?
file well, it's still popular. I mean, you just
okay.
don't see a real-time strategy game from the Blizzard guys. The last one they
Gotcha.
did was StarCraft 2.
Right.
Which
But
they
when
broke into pieces, and they just released one this year.
What did they just release?
StarCraft 2, the...
Oh, you're talking about the expansion pack. I'm talking like a whole new game. I mean, you're talking just an expansion pack for StarCraft.
No, it's StarCraft 2. The first StarCraft 2 was just technically a third of the game. Because they did Wings of Liberty, which was
Right.
He did the
Terran.
quotation marks with his fingers.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
No
Air
one can
quotes.
see this.
I'm
Air
glad,
quotes.
Mia, you realize that we're on radio.
Yeah, air quotes. It's all good.
I'm
I
just
wish they
here
could see
talking
my
to people.
facial expressions, though.
Yeah. But I mean, so anyway, back in, like I said, mid '90s, Warcraft was coming up and starting to become real popular, and the file extension was a .pud, and we used to make tons and tons of maps, and we'd throw them on the little 3.5-inch floppy disk. Yes, I'm dating myself a little bit here. And we would hand out these maps to all of our friends, and we'd have a LAN party and get them together. And I'd kept making more and more and more. And then at some point in time, so somebody goes, "Hey, you got any more of those PUDs?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I got like 7 or 8 discs full of them." So I started handing them out, and that's where my gamer tag ended up coming from. One Mr. Pud or Mr. Pud or Pud, either one of those things.
That's cool.
So that's kind of how that whole
was-
thing came around. But
Those three things, either one of those things doesn't work.
If I had to pick a name,
well,
Yeah, what's your tag? Oh, you don't have to give it out, actually. I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
That's a
You know,
stupid
I don't
question.
really have one just yet.
Really?
But if
Okay.
if I did, it would be rooted in Miracis, which is actually the second part of my Lorelei. Lorelei Miracis cosplay was a little too long. Lorelei Miracis wasn't going to register properly, so just Lorelei cosplay sounded great. It sounded great in my ears. I could say it over and over again and wouldn't get tired of it. But Miracis is actually a character that I created when I was younger, when I just wanted to write a story so bad. And she's actually a villain, and she's a desert siren. So Miracis is a name conjunction of Mirage and Oasis, so you don't know whether or not you're getting the real thing or...
You're reading my mind. I was just going to ask you where the name come from.
Yeah,
So.
I'm a name person, so that was a big... And that's 14-year-old self created that character, and she's just stuck with me ever since, and so that would be my thing.
So do you dress like her, or is she like an on-paper character?
I have. She's only been in my mind. I
Only
am
in your mind, okay.
So scared to draw her. First off, I can't draw. The only thing I have ever been able to draw successfully is my tattoo, and that's that's it.
Which
but
tattoo?
I only have one.
What is it of?
It's
I only have one too.
that's it.
I like
I'ma
the way
just
that you
turn
tried to show that.
turning on the side, so you guys can see. It's just this.
You can draw better
patterns.
than
Yeah,
you
where we
make
need a
out.
camera.
No. The tattoo artist adjusted that a little bit.
Your original drawing was just a line. You're like, hey, can you?
Can you this line here?
I tried
Put
so
some,
hard.
Put some
Oh my
curves
gosh.
and some color in it, and
I
we'll call
mean,
it good.
Maybe flowers.
If I could make her, because as a cosplayer, I like to think that my specialty is in original cosplay. My first original cosplay is over. My table's right next to theirs, guys. Is Ravenlocks, and she is an elf guardian of her forest, and she's a take off of Goldilocks. And I made it, yeah. Man, I look great in that picture. She's a take off Goldilocks because I wanted something that hasn't been done before. I haven't seen a Goldilocks cosplay, but I didn't want to do blonde hair. So I was just like, you know what, F it. I made Goldilocks not a bimbo. I didn't have her a thief. I made her a guardian. I love elves, so I made her an elf. And instead of using the three bears are now her familiars. And I even found her a bad guy. Bad guy's name is Ainu. He's based off of this cult in Japan that would take a baby bear, raise it to adulthood, and sacrifice it.
I knew that.
So he is... Did you really?
No, I'm
Don't.
just joking off.
Oh
his
my
name.
god, you...
What did you say his
I
name
was
was?
about... Ainu.
Yeah, me
I
too.
knew you were going to say that.
Oh my god!
Well, we just reached the bottom of the proverbial barrel.
Oh, it's not there yet. We can still keep digging.
Apparently, I killed it. So.
Oh my god! I love corny stuff. That was great. I just lost my stuff, everybody. That was so clever. No, but really. That's what he's based off of. So he's just this bad guy who's in white and blue because white in the Asian culture means death. So I had him be white and blue just like she is black and green. And he wants to take my bears, my familiars. Like, I have a whole story just for my one original cosplay.
So we've talked to a lot of cosplayers today. No
Yes.
one has created their own. Everyone dresses as
I
someone.
want to be able to do a panel
That's
specifically.
very original. That you come up with your own stuff.
You
Yes,
should,
the
you really
cosplay's
should put it on paper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Write it out. Write the
Write
whole
it out.
story out.
Create a story.
Maybe I
mean,
can find somebody to draw the art, make a comic. That'd be
You
great.
realize
That'd be
that
great.
stick
Hey
figures
guys,
for the win.
All the people around here,
Uh-huh.
they're just these random artists. They kind of
I
draw
mean,
things.
there
But I
might be a
don't wanna-
couple of good ones
okay,
here
but
and
I
there.
really don't want to bother them when they're trying to sell their stuff, and like me trying to sell them my idea about what they can sell with their stuff. Like,
Yeah, but-
It's a partnership. At
Like
that
you
point.
realize we just sit down and like chat with people. That's all we do. Like
That's
you're
true.
sitting here talking with us.
I am.
Hey, if
I've been
anybody
here
wants
for a
to
while,
draw
actually.
some
It's
pictures
great.
It's
for
crazy.
Mia's new story, I'm sure she would be grateful. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
In
Wink,
fact,
wink, nudge, nudge.
You know, our art was specifically like pixelated because we're Bitfaced, but
Right.
we have an artist. So
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we do.
you know, if you
That's awesome.
you just got to talk to people, and if you want something,
Cool.
just talk to someone.
Reach out and touch it.
Just reach out and touch it.
I will reach out and touch somebody.
just don't pull a Trump, okay?
Whoa, never.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no.
that's
Well, did you guys see, and this is the only political direction I'll go, but there's a bookie in Britain that lets people bet on the elections. They already paid out £1.5 million for Hillary's victory, so
Holy
I'm pretty
shiitake
sure it's a
mushrooms.
done.
wow.
Wow.
That's,
I'm pretty sure. I mean, bookies don't
Can
normally
you say
pay
rigged? But anyway, moving on.
out. Yeah, I mean, possibly. I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah. I'd just say we go presidentless with for the
Let
next 4
Obama
years.
go month to month until we figure this shit
I
out.
think-
I
think
just say we just
the U.S.
just
needs
cut
to
our
just be
losses
single
and-
for a while and find herself.
Find
Yeah,
yourself, right?
Let's just do it,
That's-
man.
I like
sounds
that. Yeah.
I'm out of tea. Why is the rum always gone?
It's okay. We can take 5. If you guys
The
wanna.
rum is literally gone.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
having rum? I'm
yeah,
so jealous.
We've had a one or two, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. He sounds
only
very
like
unsure.
2.
Maybe.
We're just not going to keep track at this point, okay? We're
Oh,
just
okay.
gonna.
No, that sounds great.
Yeah, we can take
That's
a
a really
break.
good idea.
It's not like you're very far. We could probably.
No, I will. I am more than happy to come back on whenever
We
you
could
guys want.
call you.
Quite literally, just yell, call. Actually, physically call.
I think we can literally just look your way.
and be like, hey.
You're like
Start waving.
like a foot away. We could just be like, "Hey, yo."
Let's
Before
just
we do
slide
break,
our
I know-
tables together.
Do you have links up? And I was going to ask you, Mia, where can our listeners find you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so on Facebook.
I
it's
only put up your Twitter.
oh my god, that is not where I have most of my. I am
Oh,
so bad
good
with
job.
Twitter.
What is?
Okay, so on Facebook it's Lorelei Cosplay. On Instagram it is also Lorelei Cosplay. But I also have a modeling Instagram. So I have 3. I've got a personal model and a cosplay.
Who are you?
I'm just me. So
Hold
there's
up.
those are the
Lady Lorelai?
No, just Lorelei Cosplay. That sounds great though. Why did I not think of that, Lady
Because
Lorelei?
someone else
Lorelei.
did.
Oh my gosh. Oh well, I don't want to steal
Is that
their
one
name.
as good as hers?
I mean, I've only been doing this for a short time, so probably. And it's totally okay if you say
Oh,
yes. I'm
We can totally.
totally realistic about that.
I'm sure we
No,
can
I
get enough
didn't-
people to blow up.
I looked
yours
at, like,
and then just,
half of,
make hers go bad.
A picture. I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
I saw like a top hat and
It
glasses.
just got cheeky over here all of a sudden.
That's not
See, I got that joke. Like,
Just saying.
I'm looking the other way, fool. Come on.
That's your fault.
it is your fault. You're the one that wanted to sit on that end of the table.
And I mean, it's not
I
like I
have to
didn't call it
control-
out.
Control the sound, yeah.
control it.
Called it out, man. Totally called it out.
I don't see it.
Lorelei Cosplay. How are
Nope.
you spelling Lorelei? That's
probably
the
not
problem.
very well.
With letters.
Okay, Loralie.
I think you spoke too fast for him.
L-O.
There might even be a
R-
I got it,
A.
yo.
behind you.
Hey,
L-I-E.
I got it.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Sometimes you have to work with Tyler. He's a little slow.
That's me.
I mean, I didn't. I'm not sure if I got yours yet. Hold on.
You'll know
He spelled it
it's-
right, but we just don't know if you found the right page. That's what we're working with, huh?
I feel like one of these says it has a tag to your page. But
Okay,
like,
I need to.
just
Can
can't
I?
click
I'm
it.
just gonna get up.
All right.
real
Yeah,
quick.
let's take
Hold on.
5. We'll get all this figured out. Okay.
All right.
Yes, and then we'll correct it all for you guys.
And we'll
in a
come
little
back
bit.
and maybe see
Peace.
some more cheeky stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You don't love me enough to get me drinks? You just turn me on and then don't get me drinks?
Look, girl.
Work together, holding hands, skipping through the forest.
Kumbaya and all that jazz.
Yes.
I turned this back on live, so we're
back on live. Good time to come back live. Hello. Should we give the disclaimer now while people are listening?
The High Priestess is on air. That's your disclaimer.
There you go.
They pretty much know what to expect when that happens.
Well,
so.
yes. Buckle in.
I mean, considering my intro from the very first show I was on with you guys.
It's not even Tyler. if HP's on, you know what's up.
Well, I'm gonna let you introduce our guest then, HP.
Oh, hold on. She's got to
Hold
swallow.
You know I like my lubrication. And yes, swallowing is a good thing.
It is.
So anywho, joining us for the next wee bit of time, we have Smurf from 5280, 5280 Geek. You wanna say hey?
Hi. How's it going?
It's dandy.
Dandy. Fine and dandy. No one's ever fine and dandy. It's either fine or dandy. Never both.
That's true.
Huh. Yeah. No,
Well, I am fine and I am dandy. I'm just not fine and dandy.
See?
I'm at a con right now, so I'm pretty fandy.
Fandy. Oh.
Fandy.
Oi.
I'm really trying to stack onto the bad puns from our last interview, so trying to keep the theme going here.
Eric, just run with it.
I fucking nailed that, and you know it.
Yes,
Really?
you did.
You nailed something in the last interview? Dude, I miss out the good stuff.
Right when you left, too. It was
Right on the
almost-
table.
You could you were here.
Thud.
In fact, you were even in my spot. So
I was. We shared the seat for a little bit.
A little extra warm.
It was a beautiful moment.
Tell me about 5280 Geek.
5280 Geek is a local website that I run and operate. I do a podcast. We do conventions. Yeah, former radio guy. Sorry.
Oh, no, not at all. Don't be sorry.
It's okay. We don't have to explain to you. Make love to the mic.
Yes. That's what always bothers me when you do interviews. Rob Zombie was the worst. I'm sitting down at the stadium interviewing Rob Zombie, and he sits down. How do you tell Rob Zombie to speak into a mic? And he just, because he was pissed, the sound check went horribly south on him. So he sits down, his hair is like over his face, and this is right after House of a Thousand Corpses. So he's sitting there, and he's just all broody. So I'm no further from Rob Zombie than like this. And sir, Mr. Zombie, Mr. Z, can you speak into blah? And I'm like, oh God. Son of a bitch is going to eat my soul. So, no, we do a lot of local stuff. We cover conventions. We do write-ups. We do reviews. We also have a cosplay team. We have a photography team. So, just in the wheelhouse of geek is pretty much, well, how it works.
How long have you been podcasting for?
Over 5 years, 6 years. I
Wow.
mean, my radio career was 5 years. So, I was on air for local stations here in Colorado, and then you can't get rich or pay your rent with backstage passes and concert tickets. So left radio and then started doing the podcasting thing and video. Worked for Fox and all of that. So
Nice.
So yeah, 5 years plus, at least easy.
Okay, and the name of the podcast is 5280 Geek as well?
The Weekend Geek Update is what it's called,
Okay.
but it is under the 5280 Geek banner.
iTunes, where can we find that at?
iTunes, Facebook, Podbean. What's the other one? There's like Android one. I mean, they're like all over now.
Oh yeah.
You don't even know who
Google,
to
people. Just
subscribe
Google
to.
it.
Yes, when you are lonely and heartbroken, just Google me.
How do you like? We use Podbean too, and they're pretty good.
They're decent. I mean, for what you're getting. I mean, you're not doing like a big, huge megabyte show, and for a good hour, lay it down, and it's easy. It's simple. I mean, they don't really do anything but host it. I mean, it comes down more to what you're editing and your tracks and all of that. So if the content sucks, Podbean isn't going to help you.
Right. Yeah, we've noticed that too. So
Yeah, good luck asking any kind of question to those guys. Oh, well, what are you doing? See, and he's like shaking his head. Sorry, Podbean, but
Hey,
give us some
you're
love.
right.
I mean, I have an electrical engineering background. I mean, I have a degree in broadcast, and these guys are frickin' clueless. Like, come on, you guys are supposed to help me here. Now, how long have you guys been podcasting?
almost
Technically-
2 years now,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, technically 2 years. We've only been airing them for about a year.
Okay,
So
working up.
yeah. And we think we used to kind of give you our origin, since you might enjoy this being a podcaster yourself. When we started podcasting, our audio equipment was one Blue Yeti microphone.
Oh my God, that thing is horrible. That big shotgun approach, just put it boom, right there on the desk.
Right there.
No.
Yeah, we had a cardboard box.
We had a cardboard box. I was like, we talked about this earlier.
Yeah, so that was our podcasting start. We threw a microphone on some on some
a
cardboard
cardboard
On some
box?
cardboard
on
boxes.
some cardboard boxes. Yeah,
Nice.
it was
No, I'm going to start interviewing because that's what I do.
Ew.
So, who's been your best interview so far, but minus the fine young lady that just left this table?
Yeah, because everybody knows that Mia's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, Mia is awesome. You talking about best interview today or best interview
In general,
ever?
I'll give you best interview ever.
Aaron Brown.
Ah, okay.
Aaron Brown, actress Aaron Brown.
Yep.
We were on the set of Strip Club Massacre in March down in Atlanta, and I didn't even know Aaron was going to be there. And wow, what an amazing history as far as you want to talk about a scream queen.
Oh, yeah.
So that was exciting for me. I think that's the first time I've ever been nervous during an interview. So
Oh, see, I don't even get nervous anymore.
of course,
It's-
you were a professional on the radio
sucks.
forever.
I mean, the bad thing is when you're trying to get an interview out of someone and it's like pulling teeth. That's
Oh
when,
my
and
God.
then you're like, is it just me or is this person just about as lifeless as this piece of paper sitting right here on this table?
It's uncomfortable to listen to.
It is.
And for example, when you see somebody like Chris Hardwick, it normally seems so natural. When you hear him interview Harrison Ford, you can tell Harrison Ford is checking his watch.
Oh, yeah.
As they're talking, like, when do I get out of here? So who's your favorite? Mentioning Rob Zombie, obviously you've interviewed a few people.
Bruce Springsteen was cool.
Wow.
I had Crystal Method sign a Daryl Strawberry rookie card, which they thought was endlessly amusing.
Tyler doesn't get that joke. I do.
See, that's funny. They thought it was hilarious. I was like, this is great. I don't know. I mean, it's unfair because I've talked to a lot of people and I don't really get starstruck too often. But I have decided that it's best not to interview your idols, the people that you've looked up to as you're coming up.
Now, why would you say that? Because that's honestly something we still want to do.
We have a list, and we've made like.
You've got a bucket list.
We have a bucket list.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure a lot of podcasters
We also
do.
have a fuck it list.
If the opportunity presents itself right here on the table.
How many of the cosplayers that you guys have met so far are on that list?
Just now, all of them.
There's a couple cosplayers that I wouldn't mind getting to know a little deeper.
Lovely choice of words there.
It's all in the spin.
Why not your heroes? Why not your idols?
Because if it goes bad, you're scarred for the rest of your life. At least you have the image of what they were or what they portrayed for you. I met a DC artist. I won't name his name because he's kind of a con whore to begin with. But to meet him was so disillusioning the first time because I idolized him. He got me into a couple of decent titles, and I read him because of the art. It just kind of opened up the world for me. So I meet this gentleman, and he's an absolute D-bag. I'm like, seriously? I know I don't mean jack on your radar, but, here I am just kind of fanning on you for a minute, and yeah, and it was heart-wrenching. So you should never, ever meet your idols.
But I kind of want to know that because...
No, you don't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
100% sure.
I'll take your
it's
word for it.
it's good to have your goals.
I'll back him up on that.
It's good to have your goals. It's as far as, okay, who would be like the most spectacular interview, and then you find out no. Because what they portray or what they show isn't that person. Like, who I would love to interview would be Mel Brooks. I would love to sit down with Mel Brooks.
You and me both.
Oh my God, that man! I'd just sit there and just let him go. It'd be like interviewing Robin Williams. I saw his sit down for the British show where you do the
Whose lines in it anyway?
No, that was hilarious. But
Okay.
the one where they talk about his career and all of that, the artist's development.
It's not Iconoclast, is it?
No.
It's
No.
something.
It's the guy with the glasses and the
Oh,
beard.
It's
behind
like-
the actor's studio.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
that
like
guy.
in the actor studio.
So the interview he did
James
there,
Lipton.
Yes, the interview that Williams
right.
did was just off the rails. I mean, it would be amazing. But at the same point, I would love to interview Bill Murray, but I don't think
I've heard Bill Murray is kind of
he's
an ass.
kind of flaky. You don't know what you're going to get. I met Bill Maher at an event, and this is back in the day when he was doing, pardon the interruption, and political stuff, and I thought the man was just brilliant. Wicked smart.
Politically incorrect.
Yes, politically incorrect. And he was an absolute dick to me. I'm like, dude, I'm your handler, and you're being a dick to me. I'm just gonna leave you here.
That surprises me because I've met Bill Maher too, and he was super cool to me.
See, I don't know if I caught him on an off night because I've heard that too, and I'm just like, okay, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't have and I'm sure I'm going to get one eventually. I don't have a bad meeting a celebrity story.
Not yet?
They've all been, not yet, right?
Not
See,
yet.
I'm waiting.
You
Everyone
got
I've
2
met.
years.
But even going to cons before that, when I wasn't podcasting, Anthony Michael Hall treated us like we were his family.
I would love to talk to Anthony Michael.
He was
He was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even pay for the photograph or anything. He's just like, hey man, just come up, just take this picture.
So I've met John Barrowman, and for those at home
my
don't know
God.
who he is, Barrowman is from Doctor Who, Arrow.
He was originally on Broadway, and he's fabulous, and
The-
he can sing like an angel.
Yes, the man is the shiznit. Torchwood.
Oh my God.
Which is coming back.
He's
oh my god, I'm so
fantastic.
excited.
Yeah.
dude.
And
So-
Torchwood was
seriously,
so good.
listening to him sing
Brilliant.
and putting it together, like
Well,
when I met him and
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, dude, I've loved you since putting it together. He's like, oh my
Aw.
God, you've been with me from the beginning. I was like, dude, you have no idea. We had this whole moment. Sorry.
Wow,
I hit the
that
table.
shocked waved.
You
I
just
get
learned an
really
important
excited.
podcast lesson.
Yeah.
That
No, my podcasters do it to me all the time. They like move
John
the mic.
Barrowman makes High Priestess really, really happy. That was the lesson.
Hey,
That's the lesson.
Hey, HP, he's gay.
Shut up.
And he has a husband.
He does.
I know.
And his husband is just as good looking as he
I
is. It's
know.
like, holy hell.
I know.
He's
I
pretty
met his
fucking
husband too because
fabulous.
his husband was with him at con.
Yes, he's always at a
DCC.
con. So, I saw him backstage when I was doing my podcast
They
back
were
there.
they were amazing.
Mhm.
I met them both at DCC.
He was wrecked. So at the end of DCC, they have him in the green room. He was spent. I don't know if the altitude messed him up, but I mean, his parents are sitting there. Yeah, a little bit of that. His parents are sitting there and just like consoling him and making sure he's okay. And he was spent. But the man is all about his fans. Coming back around.
Yeah.
The man is all about his fans. He'll do whatever you want in a picture with him, post up whatever. Just don't mess with his face. That's his moneymaker, of course. But anything else, you want to spank him or bend him over or toss him in the air, whatever. But he's like, the reason I'm here is
If I
because
had known that.
of you guys. There you go. So for your next run-in for Barrowman.
I mean, he wouldn't enjoy it as much. Let's just be honest.
No.
Shush.
Well, you never know. He might like a
Yeah,
good
if
spanking.
we asked, he might.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying, like,
You're just.
if it was all three of us, like me and his husband and him, like, I'm willing to go that route. Like, I'm totally down with both of them. I'm just saying, like, I will take one for the team.
I don't think you're taking anything. I think you're giving.
Yeah. I think you're going to be a giver.
I'm
Call
okay
it a
with that
hunch.
too. What? I am in lust with him. He is
Alright.
totally on my list. It's okay. Numbers 1 and 5 on my list are both gay.
The fuck it list.
Is he 1 or 5?
Yeah.
He's actually 5.
Who's
Who's
number
one?
one?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, really? It's the
Yeah.
Broadway thing, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
Are all 5 of yours Broadway actors, or do you have a little bit of variety in there?
I have a little bit of variety, but most of them are Broadway.
Okay.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is number 2.
He's Hamilton, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And he also did the music for Moana, which is coming out soon.
Isn't that the one with The Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he gets that, then he'll have. If he gets the Oscar for that, then he'll have had, like, what is it? He'll have the Tonys, the Oscars.
WWF.
No, what is it? What is it? It's
Tony, Oscar,
SP,
all
Grammy,
four. Yeah, the Grammy.
and Emmy.
Yes, and the Emmy. He'll have all 4.
The World Wildlife Foundation.
Yes. So like, cause
That's a very small club.
yeah, because Lin-Manuel is a god, and he's on my list.
I think the only one that can
And he's
come
also
close to that
married.
is like Nathan Lang, and that's it.
Yeah, he's not so much on my fuck it list, but he's definitely somebody I want to like hang with.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, you know somebody else on the list with Emmy, Tony, Grammy, and Oscar, Trey Parker from South Park.
Yeah, he's not anywhere close to my list.
Really?
I don't find him at all appealing
Appealing intellectually or sexually?
in general.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like
In a sexual way.
Book of Mormon was very
brilliant.
technically beautiful,
Yes.
and I enjoyed it, but I'm not a huge.
This season of South Park is unbelievably
They
good.
finally have a decent season. Last year was kind of wibbly wobbly in spots. I'm waiting to see if they're
Wibbly
gonna.
wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. I'm waiting to see if we get anything for Fractured Butthole, like they did with the Stick of Truth. They did the whole Thanksgiving thing with.
Well, you know the game got delayed.
Again, yes.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, when they came out at con and said December 6th, I looked over at Tyler and I said, there is no way that game comes out on December the 6th, because I know how they work. They're perfectionists. They're going to want it to be a good game. So yeah, now it's going to be one of my most anticipated games of 2017. Did you play Stick of Truth?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I even got the David Hasselhoff achievement. I'm an achievement whore.
What's your gamer score?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Okay.
I don't
Because
care.
Eric is an achievement whore. If you want to talk about gamer score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you on Gears of War right now then?
I am.
Okay.
We'll have to share tags. Everybody that listens to the cast knows mine is Sleazy MFE, but I'll get yours after we're on air.
Oh, I'll
We'll play
tell
some
you.
Gears.
I'm the Blackadder.
Blackadder? Okay. I'll make sure to add you then.
Not everybody knows who the Blackadder is, so it's a safe
Rowan
thing.
Atkinson, correct?
Yes, that is true.
That's
Mr.
why,
Bean.
That's why I got into this, is because I know random stuff that helps me none in regular life. You know, doesn't help me make
I
any
can't
money.
navigate through normal world, but on a podcast, I'm golden.
No, I still have to work a muggle job, so it's,
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Damn
to hear that.
muggle jobs.
Damn muggles. You're scaring the straights.
What took you off the radio and into casting? Because I think that's the direction a lot of people from radio are going.
Well, okay, so at the time, radio suffers a 25% decrease in jobs. I mean, I don't want to fracture your visual of what radio is, but for the most part, the morning shows and afternoon shows are the only ones that actually have people in studio. Most of the time, they're canned. I was doing canned shows here for Arizona, Texas, New York, where I would go in a booth, just like this, chat, and they would hear it. I'd go on the line to look up what's going local and just kind of throw that in every once in a while.
You actually sound very familiar. Like, I've lived here since 2000, so.
Oh, then you probably would have heard me.
Yeah, I bet so.
I was on... Here we go, shameless plug. I was on 103.5 The Fox, 93.3, and 106.7. I went to jail for trying to steal a fish from Ocean Journey.
That sounds fucking awesome.
So, that is... Yeah.
All right.
That's a small dip into the pool of radio. But so there's a decrease in jobs. You're most of it's canned. They always borderline on automation versus not, and it's a starving business. I mean, at the time, Lewis and Floorwax for 103.5 The Fox that I was on, 6 figures, but they're the majority of the talent. Everyone else, they're like Shark and all of them. They're doing multiple stations to make up their income. So, and I think the internet hadn't taken off yet, but the writing was on the wall. Just like internet is going to kill radio, internet is going to kill retail. Internet's is going to do it all in, and we're all going to end up in one up with goggles and a frickin' moving chair for our exercise.
Okay.
It's have you read One Up yet?
No.
What?
Nope.
Oh my God! You need to read One Up.
Have you at least been to One Up the arcade?
I've been to one up.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, we took
At least there's something there.
Oh yeah, we took my brother there for his bachelor's party, and we got him really fucked up.
Nice.
In
It's very
fact,
good.
One Up is where after DCC you will always find us
Right.
hanging out.
We are Bitfaced for a reason.
For a phase. 8-bit games is where it's at. So One Up got picked up actually the week after it got published. Steven Spielberg bought the rights. He's doing the film for it, so you're going to see.
Are you talking about Ready Player One?
Or Ready Player One. Excuse me. What did I
See,
say? One Up.
One Up.
Yeah, Ready Player
That's
One.
why we were
Okay.
all confused.
That's why
Ready
we're
Player
all
One.
lost over here. I was like,
I've
wait a
read-
minute. There's a
Evidently,
new book
I
about
need more
games I haven't
booze.
heard of. Yeah.
What?
I need more booze to sober up.
I have Ready Player One sitting on my desk. I haven't read it
Yeah.
yet, but everybody tells me I need to.
You
so.
need to. It's
good.
absolutely brilliant.
It's very good.
It is.
Actually, I did a book club on that a few months ago. I don't remember.
What are your book clubs like? Because I know the rest of your life, and
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna- you know, you
I'm
took the
a
question
member
right
of
out
a
my
couple
mouth.
of book clubs. One is all ladies, and our books involve things like Sleeping Beauty by Anne Rice.
yeah,
And
sure.
Such a twisted story.
I love that freaking book.
So twisted.
So, a funny story about Sleeping Beauty. This is, okay, so you have to understand, my first car, I bought it at a junkyard and had a tape deck in it. Okay, and this is the
Okay.
car I had in high school and college.
What else happened in this car?
No,
I have
so-
the beginning
so-
of a very long story here.
So it has tape deck in it. So I'm at like a thrift store or whatever, and I find a book on tape, like on actual audio cassette tape, and it just says an adult take on a classic tale, and that's all it says about Sleeping Beauty. Right? I know nothing about it.
So you had no
like,
idea about the S&M stuff.
I know
was
nothing about it.
laced
And
throughout that entire book.
So I put it in the car, right? And I'm like, because I listen to audiobooks all the time, right? And I have the windows down, and I'm like, I'm at a stoplight, and they're doing the clay bit on her bits, and I'm like, roll the windows up, and this is an old Buick, so I'm having to lean over the car and try to manually roll up all of the other windows. I'm like, nobody else needs to hear this. Turn the volume up. And so it's one of those moments. But then there's a coffee shop bookstore up in Denver that I'm completely spacing on the name of.
Enchanted Grounds?
No.
Enchanted Grounds does a lot of magic and stuff like that. It's very cool. I've been there to play games.
That's actually where I podcast out of.
Really?
I seriously, I'm completely spacing the name of it. That the Stash took me to for a book club thing.
Stash.
Yes, the Stash. So a host on a podcast and internet radio show that I used to co-host on and manage, but that show no longer exists.
Was it on 16th Street Mall?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, was it what was that bookstore, coffee shop?
No, it's like this
tattered
little
cover.
I do know Tattered Cover. No, it's just this little hole in the wall place that even has a free library out front.
Damn.
Was it the one over on Broadway? Broadway Books?
She does love Broadway.
I do love Broadway. And the
There's
New York
a pinball machine in there?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm telling you, there's so many of these little places all over Denver. And that's why I'm having a hard time pinpointing this particular one. But anywaes,
They
it was
just named
one of those.
5 of them.
Yeah. So
if we missed you,
thank
we're
you.
Sorry.
So you're welcome, Denver bookstores. Yeah, but it was just one of those random things where you just go onto their website and they'll tell you what book they're going to be reading, and then you could just pop in anytime, and it's fabulous.
Nice.
I want to pick your brain about podcast marketing. Where do you start with that?
Hashtags, tagging, interviews. If you can get interviews with people that people want to hear, they kind of do
They're gonna Google it anyways.
Yeah. So, and then you got your followers, and then your friends at word of mouth, and whoever's on the podcast. So it's a slippery slope because sometimes, let's face it, not all of them, you guys know, are Oscars. There are
don't
dead
we
ones.
know?
Yeah, you're all like, what do we talk about today? I don't know.
As fabulous and entertaining as this sounds, I'm gonna let you boys keep talking. I'm gonna go over to the cosplay contest.
All right.
Okay.
Have fun.
Fantastic.
Have fun.
I'll turn you off.
And I'll turn you back on.
Ooh. Just all with the flip of a switch.
That's right.
And I need.
Pardon my butt.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, let's show you.
Hey. There you go, buddy.
There you go.
Tail in the face.
Get it?
Wow. I think I need a shot after that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I thought it was a cigarette.
If I was a smoker, sure. What the hell? So marketing when it comes to podcasts, it's hard. You have good weeks, you have bad weeks. You have great shows that nobody listens to, and you're all like, "Why?"
One of our most recent shows is one of my favorites, and it is probably our least listened to episode. We have episodes from back in the episode 1 through 10 era, when I think we were really terrible, that get or have gotten more listens than some of our more recent stuff.
Right.
We're only up to 72. And no, you're right. They're not all gold.
They're not all
72
Oscars.
episodes.
And it happens. Kids, there are weeks where there's nothing. I mean, especially with mine, Weekend Geek Update. I mean, I look at what's going on topically, I do have to say that I broke the scary clown story first, that everyone is, getting on the bandwagon now. Creepy clown lives matter. Yeah, we get it. But now they're like, when did this nation become so scared of people dressed as clowns?
Do you
They
do it?
banned the costume, for crying out loud.
Do you go solo on your show, or do you have a co-host?
I have two females that are on. I've had rotating hosts with me. So I send out the news. We sit down. We talk about it. We've had topics. Just depends on, what's going on that week, and hit it. And
How long do you guys normally go for? Like an hour?
about an hour.
Yeah, that's what we shoot for too. An hour, a little under. We find.
When you got somebody stuck at a desk and trying to pass the day, that's usually probably the easiest. An hour, or they download while they're driving, because let's face it, you're not getting anywhere fast in Denver anymore. So, average commute time, an hour. So try to keep it about that. I mean, the interviews that I've done average about a half an hour. There have been some that I've been able to stretch out to an hour because they're really just running with it, and you just kind of go with the flow.
How do you get what do you found your best luck getting interviews? We collect rejection emails because we have tons of them. But we figure the more rejection emails that we have, that at least shows us, hey, we're trying to get somebody on here.
I don't know. It depends on the star. There's some that I'm just like, yeah. It depends on the con, because, all right, not to say anything negative about cons, but look at the stars that some of them bring in. They're not relevant. They were great back in the day, but what are they going to talk about now?
Okay.
So in that regard, some of them I'm kind of picky. I'm like, yes, I love you, but I don't know what I'm going to talk to you about, and it's just going to be me reminiscing and asking you a bunch of questions that somebody else has already asked you. So I want something fresh. I want that tasty little nugget of joy that a celebrity's sitting on that I can hopefully get out of them.
So you prefer to have someone that's doing something now as opposed to someone that you might have liked when you were younger?
It's easier.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, think of. Okay, I can't say Rick Romanus because Rick Romanus would probably give a great interview. But say someone you had seen, like... not Jason Bateman. His sister.
Justine.
Justine Bateman's at a show. Would you want to interview her?
I mean, to your point, I'd probably have some pretty good family ties questions, but...
I mean, exactly. So
Satisfaction, I might be able to watch that movie beforehand and get a couple of gems out of there.
Exactly, and she's done a couple sci-fi shows, but besides that, when you're sitting down across from somebody, how do you get that hook? How do you draw them in? Because, again, it's dead air if they're not interacting, and, all right, so they're going to ask this question, they're going to ask that question. So, and sometimes they're just cool to talk to, granted, but it just kind of depends on the celebrity.
Do you get a lot of them through emailing them directly, or do you go straight through the agents?
I have a IMDb Pro account, so I can contact them directly or go through their agents. It just kind of depends.
Has that been worth the loot? I've looked into that as well.
I actually I've done some independent films. I'm working on 2 right now, and so I got it because I'm actually a credited writer and actor.
Talk about the films you're working on right now, if you can.
I can. One is actually with, actually 3. One I just finished up with Tony Todd, the Candyman. He was here in town just a couple nights ago, hung out with him. It's called Broken Cross by Ghostblade Productions. Doing another one with Sarah Mandela called Shoot from the Hip that I helped co-wrote, and it's a comedy. And then we're doing a full-fledged Ghostbuster fan film.
Tell me about that.
The Ghostbuster fan film is written by Michael Bixby, and it is brilliant. We're shooting it in the style of the old Ghostbuster film. We're even using the purple underground lighting for the film, so it has that 80s feel to it, even as far as how we're shooting it. So it's going to be spectacular, and we're shooting it here in the spring.
It's such a small world because Bixby lives in our neighborhood, right down the street from us, actually.
And he messed up the flex just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the flex got hit as someone was getting a little too close, trying to take a picture on the highway, and clipped the front end. Because we did an event last week with the Broncos, with the Ghostbusters for the Denver chapter. So we were down there, and he was supposed to be there with the flex, but since it got wrecked, it was just 3 of us for the Miles Festival.
Okay. Bixby lives down the street in our hood.
Yep. Yeah. We see his Ecto 1 right out front and everything.
He was just telling me it got wrecked.
It got wrecked. The front end got clipped by someone trying to take a picture.
We were heading down to Kapow just 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
It happened literally 2 weeks ago because it got wrecked just before we did the Miles event.
Yeah, he was right next to us on when we were heading to Kapow. So I wonder if that's when we saw him right before it happened.
Oh, the precursor. Dun, dun, dun. You guys are bad luck. No, so I'm involved. So I'm involved with that project with him. So I'm running sound. I'm also a ghost, and I do a period part for that role to establish the character, and as far as me being a ghost and all that.
Where's the name Smurf come from?
That's a long drinking story. I had a unique skin condition as a child. I can't tell you because the nickname has grown in infamy. It's one of those names. It's like Saving Private Ryan, where everyone's trying to figure out what Tom Hanks did in a previous life. I don't think the story is going to live up to the name anymore.
I think I know your real name because Super Dave Raines sold me, but I'm going to keep it as Smurf.
Yes. And that's okay. If you say Smurf, there's a chance that they probably know me or have heard of me.
For sure.
Especially in Colorado.
Well, we only go by Eric/Sleazy MFE. Sleazy motherfucking Eric.
I prefer Eric now. As soon as I turned 40, I was like, Sleazy E has some connotations.
Are you ever too old for a nickname?
No.
No, and I got mine when I was 18.
I got mine on the cast.
Yeah, Tyler got us on the cast.
See, that's even more profound.
Mine also is a long drinking story, and also has grown to where I can't even tell the original story anymore because I don't know if it's true. So,
well, the story I know is true, and there's only one person in the state that knows the story at this point. Everyone else is kind of faded to the winds of time or have moved on that I don't even know if I could find them if I tried. So it's pretty safe and obscure enough that it's not going to be discovered. So it'll be a big leak.
How many listens do you think it takes before you're willing to monetize? Because obviously you're past that point now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a podcaster question. I mean, I am a podcaster.
So are we.
If you're doing this for the monetary reason, it's wrong.
No, we're not.
Because if you don't like what you're doing, if you're not doing it for the pure enjoyment of it, then just pack it up now because it's never going to be that rewarding. We're not Chris Hardwick. We're not Kevin Smith. We're not Adam Carolla. All right? I get it. But if I enjoy it and it gets me into cons or into chainmail bikinis, I'm fine with it.
Same.
We look at it that way too. It's we definitely don't do it for money, and it certainly takes up most of our spare time. I would say.
It does. I mean, it is very time consuming. I mean, the time I put into finding the news, doing the podcast, schlepping around the gear, because you guys' setup is a little bit more intricate than mine. I just have like the tripod, stands with the mic, and I'm running, 4 mics, and
we tried to do something to get good sound and to be able to.
You're doing good.
All right.
No, it's a good board.
Yeah, we try to because again, coming from the Blue Yeti to this is it's night and day.
Oh yes, are you kidding?
Our cardboard box is updated.
And two, we like, and this is the first con we've ever done as Bitfaced, but we really like if it can get us interviews with people. Even though now that you're telling me that I don't want to interview my heroes, I'm kind of really rethinking some.
Nah,
some
I
things.
still do. I'm gonna interview every one of my heroes, and if
right.
they're dickholes, then I'm just gonna be like, "Well, fuck you."
Oh, but see that makes you look cranky and angry.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
Bitter face.
No, I'm not. I'm not even bitter about it.
Bitter face.
I wouldn't even be bitter about it. But come on, if someone's gonna be a dickhole to me, well, I'm just trying to have fun. Like,
you'd be surprised at how many people take themselves so seriously out in that industry. I mean, they are just so
I've heard that
rooted in what they are.
You know what? And even then, if I appreciate them for something that they've done, whatever, they can act however they want. I'm gonna talk to them, and if everyone else thinks they're fucking garbage, so be it.
Yep.
That's how they portrayed themselves, not me.
You were out of control at the language today, sir. There are kids here.
Not around.
Right.
No, I guess that's true. But
unless you're like feeding one under that table over there, I don't see any children.
Do you do cussing? Do you do an R-rated cast, if you will?
I do one that's probably not safe for work. Okay, but my radio background. So I got fined one time by the FCC. The Georgetown mayor here in Colorado was in Playboy. So we're sitting in the studio on KBPI, and I'm far enough back away from the mic that I thought no one could hear me. And Willie brings up a picture of the mayor, and I'm like, holy shit. Well, evidently the mic did pick me up. So I got fined by the FCC for cussing on the air.
What's an S-bomb run you by the FCC? Or the FCC?
The FCC, I think that one was $5, 500. It was my first offense. It usually gets higher.
Wait, We thankfully only do a podcast, and we do have a mature rating.
Well, and podcasts are different because you're
Yeah.
downloading content, you're not tuning in, your sponsors or whatever the page is doing. So, I mean, that's where you get into the gray area. Unless you're getting sponsors that are specifically doing your podcast, then at that point you may want to consider their interests. So, say Kapow decides to sponsor, the podcast, which is great because then, this podcast brought to you by Kapow Comics. Make sure you go get a cup of Joe and see what, the latest thing Spider-Man's up to. Shit like that. But if, they're not down with your lingo or all of that, then it kind of puts them in a bad spot.
Yeah, you know what? If we ever got sponsored, I would learn to watch my language for sure.
And I tell the girls, shit's fine. Hell, F-bombs typically reserved for me. I figure if anyone's going to F-bomb, it's going to be me. It's my ass in the sling. It's my show. That's fine. But otherwise, and they slip every once in a while, and I let them. It's part of the moment.
Your co-hosts friends of yours, or did you kind of reach out to find them?
Wow. They've all been friends. They're cosplayers. They're part of the community. I mean, one used to work at TradeSmart, works at Clutch Gaming. One's a podcaster. And
Clutch up in Denver?
Yeah.
They stopped doing Hearthstone tournaments. What's up with that?
They did. I don't know. I can ask Tao. She'll tell me.
You should. Let me know. I got some friends who want to know. I've got a team, actually.
A team?
I have a Hearthstone team.
Your Clutch people are just freaking out there, man. You guys are just like so. But I can't say anything because I'm the same way with Gears. Gears has been.
Is that your title?
That's my title. That's the one I've been waiting for.
Well, one of the guys who plays in some of the tournaments and trains with one of the guys from my team, he just got an invite to BlizzCon. He's in the top 16 of the world. So
see, I don't have that kind of time. How do you do that?
I don't either. I barely got through the story on Gears, and it came out 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've barely gotten through the campaign.
I finished, because I ended up finishing like the first chapter and then got sucked into Horde because I wanted to level up, and you can't do that playing the campaign. And I wanted to get some of the skins.
Which
the
is
guns.
something I'm very disappointed they did, because in Gears of War 3, you didn't level up as much, but you still got XP from playing through the campaign.
You did. And I got like Jack and shit, and Jack already left for for the campaign. I'm like, seriously? I wasn't getting anything.
Have you finished the story?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
like I said,
I won't talk about it then.
First chapter, I finished off where I am assuming they go to Phoenix's house.
Okay, yeah, they get to Marcus's at the
Yes.
beginning of chapter 2.
Yes. That's where I like done. And then I've been online. I'm like level 37, 38 right now.
What's the highest difficulty you've gotten through Horde on?
Oh my god, just normal is a pain in the ass.
I haven't gotten past wave 31 on normal. I beat
got
it on easy.
49. I made it to 49, but then what ends up happening is everybody dumps out, which sucks. So unless you have like a team to go in there, if you're just doing, community, so one person drops out, you can maybe make it. 2 out, you're done. Game over.
No, and I've noticed too that if you do have people that are talking to each other, you'll find that the one person that needs to pick up the stuff picks it up. Nobody else picks it up because he gets a 20% bonus. Somebody needs to be building. Somebody needs to.
you have to get a sexy kiss from Rio.
Yeah, Rio's about to put his.
Rio's all making out with me. Well, I've done Rio. Wait a second, I should say that again. I've interviewed Rio a couple times.
We actually had him on Bitfaced a couple weeks ago, didn't we? Yeah.
Oh, the man is entertaining as hell and sexy. Look at this mofo. This man is dead luscious beautiful. What?
No, I've found, though, that with the communication on Gears, everyone has a job. When you're playing with randos, everyone's picking up the money. Everyone's spending the money, and they're spending it poorly.
I know. So I'm playing with this one group, and it was on a map I hadn't done before. And all they kept doing was building barricades. I'm like, nobody invested in a turret. I mean, they had like 2 lockers. I'm sniper.
Okay, I play engineer.
Okay, see, and your role, and everyone's spending your money. You have nothing to repair the barricades, but they keep making more. So I'm just like, son of a bitch.
I've found that the manned turret is key.
Yes.
You have to have somebody on that thing.
You do.
At least to make to kind of whittle the waves down a little bit. Because once it gets to 42, I mean, kiss all your fortifications goodbye. You're going to spend those last couple waves running around like a chicken with your head cut off, if you will.
And that's all I was. I mean, it basically came down to me rolling with my shotgun up on people, blast, roll. I mean, it's all it was. I couldn't even set up in a spot. It was just pure chaos.
What's the sniper class advantage? Do you have better damage? What's your...
I think level 2 on the cards has 40% damage. There's also additional ammo that you can carry. I think I'm up to 60% increase for ammo carrying. You have there's one that's out of the fabricator that if the bullet hits them, it explodes and takes out surrounding guys. I think actually the best one is the heavy. I played the heavy the other night.
Okay.
He's actually really useful. He comes out with a boom shot.
That's his default weapon?
Yes, he has a boom shot and a freaking retro lancer.
I don't like the retro lancer as much. I do like the boom shot.
The boom shot's good, but the retro lancer, at least you can aim. Ammo capacity is rubbish, but
yeah, that's my problem with it.
But you can at least aim. It's better than, I don't know, the hammer burst, I suppose.
What else? Oh, I hate the hammer burst. What else are you playing besides Gears? Just Gears, or?
What else was I doing? I put Lego Dimensions on hold.
They have a lot of... I haven't sprung to buy it yet because I know that's just a giant pit of money that I'm going to...
It just so slowly sucks it in.
They have a lot of good licenses, though, coming out this next year.
Harry Potter and the
Goonies.
Goonies.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
They better make that freaking boat. I'm telling you. If they don't make the Goonies Lego ship at the end of that movie, I am going to be pissed.
Even if they don't make it for Dimensions, make it as a standalone
Hell
set.
yes.
I mean, we have Lego Golden Girls now.
Yes.
Why can't we have the Goonies boat?
Well, Sophia does come with her purse. And she's like a quarter-inch taller than all the rest of them.
That's good.
Yeah.
You played, have you tried Forza Horizon 3 yet?
Yeah. No, is that the download one?
No. Well, you can download it. It's the... I like racing games. This is the most customization I've ever seen in a racing game in my entire
I
life.
haven't played it then.
Yeah,
I was doing
it just came out.
The Fast and Furious Forza.
That was the free one that came out.
That one
for
was
everybody.
fun, and I enjoyed that one, but it doesn't handle like a car, and it just pisses me off. I get frustrated.
No, it's if you're looking for a realistic racer, the Horizon games are not the direction to go. Play the normal Forza, and I think you'd like that a lot better, but no, Horizon is very arcadey. Not a fan of arcade racers, huh? I can get that. Why Gears over the other shooters? Because I'm a big Gears fan myself.
I like the story. I like the gameplay. I like the layout. I didn't like Horde in Gears 3. It was the best in Gears 2.
I agree.
Even the one that was in Baird's story, Judgment. Yeah, it was kind of... That one was rubbish. But I like that they've actually combined all of the elements to create this Horde, and this one actually I really enjoy.
What are you liking? Are you liking the story so far? Because I'm not going to get into it, but that's my biggest complaint about this one.
I think it had to go somewhere, and the fact that it's Phoenix's son, I kind of like, but yeah, I haven't gotten far enough into the story. I mean, I've seen characters that I'm like, oh, well, how does that work? And Baird lost all his hair, so I was just like, my favorite character, you turned bald, you bastards.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've caught on to, the robots are called DBs with Damon Baird.
I haven't gotten really into Gears of War, but I really wanted Judgment to be so good.
Because People Can Fly made it.
Because People Can Fly. Yeah, exactly right. Because People Can Fly, if you all don't know, they started out making just one PC game called Painkiller.
Yep.
It was such a good game. And then they made Bulletstorm. So they redeemed themselves.
I think the company that's doing Gears now is doing a pretty good job compared to... I mean, Epic is big shoes to fill.
Yes. I know. I was upset with the collector's edition.
What came with it? I buy everything digital now.
Nothing. I mean, you basically got a couple of codes. You didn't get a statue. I got it a few days early from the release date because you guys had to wait till Tuesday. I got it on Friday.
I did too.
So...
But
yeah,
I got I guess it's not collector's edition, but it was something. Because what's the deal with the maps? They're not charging for them, but because we got the collector's edition, we always get to keep them all? Is that the...
So we got this free season pass and the maps that come with the season pass. So since we have them, anyone in our group will have access to them.
Okay.
So that's how that's working. But they haven't released any of the maps, and I'm sure they're coming, so we'll see what happens.
Can we expect to see more Horde maps?
Yes.
Okay. Some of the achievements kind of alluded to do all of this on the original content. Do all of this on the original content. I was like, well, we're probably going to get some more Horde maps then.
Yeah. And you'll see more ribbons show up and all of that. So it's just a matter of time.
The game's really pretty.
It is beautiful.
I'm having a lot of fun looking at Gears, and I think the gameplay The chainsaw's terrible now. The timing of it is awful. Or maybe I'm just rusty, but it's awful.
It doesn't handle well. You get bumped and you can't keep going. You can't lumberjack like you should. You just can't keep running chainsawing people.
You can't lumberjack at all anymore.
No, it sucks.
And that's one thing that I guess it's bad I say this. I used to be able to depend on the fact that I get somebody rushing at me, rev it up and go.
That's right.
And it doesn't work like that anymore.
And I would do that too. I would just go where a bunch of leeches are, rank up that chainsaw and just run through them all. Yeah, not anymore.
The little, God, what are they called? The little white dudes now that run at you.
Yeah, the skin jobs? I don't know what those things are. I'm sure they're in the story.
What are they called? They're in the story, yeah.
Pizza?
I guess there's pizza.
That's us.
Hey.
Well, I guess we can take a little break. Smurf, is there anything you want to plug, and where can we find you? I know Tyler's probably been throwing up links.
Hopefully. Tyler, what are you doing over there? You're a sexy beast over there. I'll give you that. Running the board and all.
I'm looking all right.
You're a decent producer. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can hit me up on Facebook, 5280 Geek. Daniel Sharner is my name. Smurf as well.
Uh-oh. I was trying to keep
just Smurf.
Keep Daniel,
just keep it Smurf. Just keep it Smurf.
He didn't want to know your real name.
I mean, I already knew it. I wanted to
send me a friend request. Yeah, send me a friend request. The name is still in a mystery. No one knows why I'm called Smurf.
We'll definitely both be friend requesting you because you're out of Denver, right?
I am in
so
Cherry
we're not
Creek.
Too far away.
So if you guys want to do a cross world's finest podcast, I've done it with Thinking Outside the Long Box. So nice. I've done a podcast with those cats.
They're really good.
They're good. They're fun. They're great.
Oh, we'd love to do a crossover with you in the future. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it today.
Yeah, excellent. And I'll be at Rocky Mountain Con. You guys will be there too. So sit down at the table and we can talk celebrities. I'll interview you. How about that?
I don't think I've ever been interviewed before. That'd be pretty exciting.
Right, I was going to say.
We're like, oh?
What? An interview?
How do I do this?
I don't even know.
I'm only ever on this side of the table. So, no, but thank you for stopping by and spending time with us today. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure, gentlemen. And be sure to look me up, 5280 Geek. And, guys, it's a pleasure. Bitface podcast?
Bitfaced.
We are Bitfaced.
You are Bitfaced. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Smurf. And I want to say, if you're not listening to Bitfaced, then you are missing out on a chance of a lifetime to entertain your ears with something luscious that'll leave you mouth-watering and wanting more.
Thank you.
Throw on your headphones.
What's that? They're in my headphones. Yeah, they're on.
I just figured that way we can talk real quick.